talk about ready to love and these crazy foods on this show because it's a lot of crazy goofiness going on, and we definitely got to talk about it. And I got some of my homegirls here who's gonna talk about it with me, and we can just go over the foolishness because it's definitely some foolishness on on the men and the men and the women. So let's see here. I got let me see. Hold on, let me get it together here, y'all. Y'all know I'm new. Uh all right, got Miss Kara. Hey, girl.
Hey,
How you
hey, hey.
doing? Oh, you look real pretty. Oh,
Thank
you
you.
got your ready to love.
I was
You
going to
know,
get my reunion dress on. I'm
I
gonna have
know,
to change
I
later.
should. I the only thing, I got a little sweatshirt with my lips on. It
With
was
your,
with my
ooh, I
lips on.
like that. That's cute.
I I started to do really dress up, but I said, hey, gotta take me
Yeah,
as I am today.
that's
And
right.
then we got Shayna. Hey, girl.
Ladies. I was
Hey, how
looking, I'm
you
like,
doing?
Kira, where you going, Kira?
I
What you got?
know she
I'm
look
going
like
to
she going to the
the reunion.
Feel underdressed.
Lord. We ain't coordinate this today. Like next time, we gonna have to coordinate this better. I just had on those
Me and Inga
sweatshirts.
wearing sweatshirts.
It's
I
okay.
didn't
I'll
get
have
I,
my
to
I, know,
sweatshirt
I know,
too, and I'm gonna have my
I
sweatshirt on later.
I know. Yeah, we have to coordinate this a little better, but it's all right because you know
That's all right. This reunion was uncoordinated, so it's
yeah,
okay.
they some of them had on look like a summer dress. Some people look like they was going to the prom. Some look like they were going
Mhm.
to the wedding. I don't know what they was doing. So it was it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. So before I did get some slides and even little videos so we can talk about
Oh,
this.
okay.
Yeah, I'm learning, y'all. I've been spending some hours. I'm learning how to do this stuff. So
Learning, you more prepared than I ever was.
Right.
I'm trying.
Especially at the beginning.
Okay, I don't put
I'm
up no
trying.
slides. You better have watched the show and just follow along.
Right, and it might be something. Look, people now that I'm into it, and the people who don't know, it take time to be putting up these
Mhm.
slides. It
Mhm.
really do.
Either you're gonna
So
get the video or you're gonna get the slides. Well, it's not gonna be both.
that's what I'm
Pick a
saying. Yeah, so
struggle.
it might be sometimes. It might just be me standing up here going on a rant and just talking, and
Mhm.
I have done that too. But
Yeah,
it might be like that sometimes because it's
that's
Ain't
me
mad at
90% of the time.
yeah, yeah.
Ninety,
I'm
ninety five
it.
percent of the
trying to at
100%
least
time.
time.
learn it so I know how to do it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
that doesn't mean I'm going to do it all the time. And I done told people up front.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Because people
So
be in school, then they have expectations. I'm
yes,
not tech savvy.
yes,
I don't know how to do none of that.
yes. I mean, I want to learn how to do it all, but I can't keep it up. Like some people
Mm-mm.
on their pages, they got they. I mean, they almost got
Mhm.
fireworks, balloons. They got the whole thing going
Right.
on.
Right?
Sound
You know
effects.
what I'm
I'm
saying? They got all the bells and the whistles. And I was like, okay, well, you must be got nothing but time. I don't know if you got a full time job. I don't know if you
That's
got
what
a
I'm
family.
saying. If
I
I
mean, I
was
don't know
on it
what you
full
got going
time,
on.
maybe.
Right.
When I'm a
Exactly.
full timer, then I'll do all that. Until then, so as
Yeah,
long as
yeah,
I'm
yeah. Well, I'm not
part
And I
nowhere
might
near
pay
being.
somebody to do some of it.
I'm nowhere being monetized, so I can't put too much effort in something. I ain't. Yeah, I mean, I'm putting in effort now only because I'm just want to learn. I
time,
just
right?
started at the end of March. I just started, so
We know.
I think I'm doing okay to just start at the end of
I
March. You know
agree.
what I'm saying? And here we are. The day is the 7th of April, so it ain't been but a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
So
doing great.
Throwing up.
I'm gonna do what I can. Hey, Monique. I hope you're feeling better. Monique had been sick, lost her voice. It's just I
Oh,
think it's just, just change of the weather, seasonal stuff.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm praying I don't get sick. I'm taking all the vitamin C and trying to step up on my vitamins every day. And because I know it might happen, but I'm trying to fight it. So
Yeah.
far so good.
I just use my shower steamer with the eucalyptus. I'm like, let's get
Hmm.
all of that in. Let's get all of
Yeah,
that in.
just allergy season now, so my allergies can start. So yeah, it's a mess. But I hope she's doing better.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
Monique. Thanks for
what
stopping
is
by. Everybody liked the video. That's
Yes.
something I
oh
always
yeah, I gotta learn how to script read. Yeah,
look at the video. I
please
never
subscribe, like the video, do all the things, tell people about all of us. Because we all out here trying to, get it together. And you two ladies been doing it way longer than me, so y'all got y'all numbers is doing really good, So well, I think I'm like an
We've
80.
been complaining before you started. We many a times it's like I'm about to quit, honey.
I
But
heard
At
I've heard a
least
few people
twice a month.
say that they get discouraged.
it's
And
easy too. But
yeah,
all the
Mhm.
support, the family, the relationship that we have, amongst each other,
Yeah.
there's people that support our channels. I love to support others, so that's
right,
what really keeps you going. On the days when the
right,
Yeah.
right,
numbers ain't doing
right.
nothing,
I'm
even
just
when
doing
y'all
it
know
right
y'all
now.
want to
It's
get
fun for me
monetized,
right
even when
now.
we get monetized, it's not if your watch hours aren't there, it's always something. Like it's a
Right,
never
right.
Yeah.
ending
It's that
cycle.
YouTube family that it keeps everybody together and keeps everybody going.
Right
Because at
now,
least
I'm
twice a
doing it
month
just
I
for the
want to quit.
fun. You said at least
Yeah.
twice a month.
Yeah. And then it'll be weird. It'll be like somebody leave like a random comment, and you'll be like, "Oh, thank
Right.
you. I need
It's
I
gonna be
need
like,
that in my
I'm
day."
waiting on your review for such and such. It's like I didn't even think nobody was checking for that. So you never know who's watching. You don't know what
Yep.
video it's gonna be. That might be the one that will take you there so you can go viral.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah, that's why
I
I
was
say
on
I'm just
for
doing it
a
for
year
fun.
and nothing was going on.
Oh, yeah, see, yeah, I would have got discouraged too if a whole year went by.
Yeah, a whole
And
year went by, was not monetized. I was very upset. And then I had one video, it was a short that went viral, and that's what helped me get to where I'm at. So you just gotta be consistent.
yeah, that's all. I'll just keep doing what I can do, and
Mhm. And I
and
love to
that's it.
hear y'all perspectives on the show. Some of the shows I'm like, I don't even have BET Plus or nothing, but I'm gonna just watch anyway.
Right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
so
yeah,
people talk
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Grant.
hey, Brandy, how
it.
you
Brandy.
doing? I've been watching her reviews on different things. So you know,
Yeah.
I want to try to support everybody that I can. I have been even before I was up here doing this. I've been trying to support everybody I can. Sometimes you can't go all around the world and you can't be
All
on
right.
everybody's page. I miss a lot of lives. I miss a lot. Sometimes I
Yeah.
might not
It's
see it till
okay.
2 weeks later, but
Yeah. And
y'all
then
know I
post
love y'all.
notifications don't be. Sometimes I'm like, I'll be on there and I'm like, I didn't even know you were live. Like, and didn't get
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you
Exactly.
send me some
hit the
comments like that.
button.
You ain't know. No, and then sometimes I don't. I might just pop up. So I don't even know when I'm gonna go live. It's when I got
Brandy was
time.
doing that too. I told Brandy to stop doing that because she'd be like, I'm going live now. Like, I need some kind of notice. Like,
Yeah, I
It
know. Now,
happens. It
if I'm
happens.
just feel like talking and randomly talking, then I'll just pop on. But if like this was planned,
yeah.
and I got some other things I want to do that's planned, so I'm trying to,
Sometimes
but
the sporadic ones be the best. I'll be playing something a week out and it's like nobody's there. And it's like the last
yeah,
one
but then
I
when
put
you
it out an
pop
hour
up and just
before.
start running up there talking and run your mouth, then everybody
Yep.
is there, and it's right timing
Mhm.
too. Because if it's a busy day, of people, like a holiday, something going on that may not be nobody there. Um, so what so I know last season, y'all. See, I didn't watch season 8 because I got
We
tired
did.
of this show. I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. I got tired
Did
of
you
this
watch the
show.
other seasons, Inga? Because
Yes.
Kira
Oh
didn't
yeah,
watch
yeah, yeah. No,
We
I've
did.
watched all the
okay.
ones. I've watched all of
Yeah,
from
Inga watched.
but I got tired after Miami. I got sick and tired. I was like, this show's getting on my nerves. It started being good, and then it got on my nerves. It's just like, what are we doing here? We're arguing, we fighting. It becomes
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
mess. And I like a good mess. I watch all the lot of well,
Yep.
I ain't got all the reality shows, but I watch a lot of them. And I like some ratchetness and all that. But I
Right.
thought this wasn't even supposed to be that. This wasn't supposed to be love and hip hop.
Yeah.
So when
No,
I
it's
go to
not.
love and hip hop, I know what I'm getting. I know I'm getting Mama D and all that stuff. I know what I'm getting.
Right.
But this I know people gonna throw shoes or throw drinks and all that. I know what I'm getting on them shows. But they started getting kind of crazy on here, and the men were
Yeah.
the women and the men were just it was a problem. So I got bored with it. Season 8 I didn't watch, but then I think one of y'all
We did
somebody
a
said,
panel
well, yeah,
last
somebody
season.
and they said go on and give it a chance again. Maybe it
Yeah.
might have been Belle. Belle was it might have been her, and I just said okay, I'll give it a chance. So I watched this season. What y'all think about the overall season? Before we even talk about the reunion, what was the overall season?
You want to start,
What's y'all
Shayna?
rating? From 0 to 10. I know it ain't nobody gonna say no damn 10 now. So
Ooh, about a 7, 6, well, 6.5. Let's give them a 6.5.
I would go with that. I would go with 6
Yeah,
and
yeah,
a half.
yeah. It was something like that.
Yeah.
I'm
They
six.
was
I'm
giving us
six.
Yeah,
I
drama.
ain't
They
gonna
wasn't
miss
giving us
a
no
half.
relationships.
no.
They were giving us drama. They weren't giving us no
Belle just said
relationship.
she's not looking for relationships to come out of this anymore. But me,
Yeah,
I feel like that's the
I
premise.
don't.
I
Yeah, I
don't
don't think we
expect
looking for no relationships come out of these things no more. We just
I
watching
do.
it.
Yeah, that's the premise of the show. So at least one.
Yeah, or at least one. But will they stay? How long will they
Yeah,
last? You
yeah.
know.
Well,
That's
Because it bet you the well, we know one of them. We're gonna talk about them. We know one of them didn't make it. They ain't
right.
make it past to the reunion. But the other one is they got together. Let's see if in the month. Let's see in the month on social media if they stay together.
Right.
right.
So you know, um, let me let's see here. Wait a minute. Let me change. Oh, well, no, I want to do it that way. I'm learning all these little different things. Get the chat out. Yeah, I'll.
I put on some makeup when Inga going live. Goodness.
I, you know, sometimes sometimes I have the makeup on, and sometimes I'm like, "Look, you ain't getting no makeup today. Just you getting what you get." Okay, I'm just want to show all the little
Here we
different spots.
go.
So we got okay. So the show for anybody who
You
doesn't
get the
watch it,
makeup.
I think most of the people know that it's called Ready to Love, and I just wanted to just talk about the people. So we got Tommy Miles, who's
Nephew Tommy.
the host, and y'all do y'all like him as a host? I mean, or
He's
is
all right.
this getting like dry and
He
stale
don't
with him?
do he don't do enough, but
Yeah, I like him as a host. I don't think he does as much as he's not as involved as he used to be, but I do. When we had that reunion host with the woman, I forgot her name, that one season,
Yeah.
it wasn't good.
He was sick or something. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he
sick.
claimed
Yeah,
he was. I think he was just tired of them people.
yeah. Oh no, he had like cancer scare or
yeah, he was
something,
sick
right?
sick.
No, it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
when
He was
it was
sick.
when
Yeah, he had
C19 was
surgery,
out.
cancer surgery or something.
It
Yeah.
was when C19 was out. He said he had the vid. That's what he said he had that time.
Okay.
That was you didn't watch that season, Kira. He said he had the vid. So, but I feel like he just made it up because he didn't want to. That season was a mess. I want to say it was like one of the
Monique said
Yeah, yeah.
but
So he said, Moni said, Tommy
he
getting
thinks he's
bored with these
bored.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, it's starting to
Okay.
show.
This just some of the cast. Um, uh, this guy, isn't it the one that you
That's the one Shayna
interviewed?
interviewed. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. What was his name again? I don't
The
forget.
Montana.
Okay, okay. And that's April and Koshia and Will. And let's see, that's is what's her name again?
Rush. I forget
Rashina.
her. Yeah, I was gonna say
Rashid.
Star or
I don't know why I
something.
want to call her something else. Okay, Rashid. And then this clown here, Alonzo, who's it? Vanessa. What's it? Is it Mia? Mia with the
Maya.
yellow dress. Maya with the yellow dress, and then here's a
Chaz is old stinking
Chaz.
butt.
Yeah. And I'm dating the blue. I don't remember her name. Cause she got
Is
kicked
that
off.
Patrice?
Patricia.
Patricia.
Patricia. Okay. 'Cause
And
she got kicked
Patrice
off
was
real
next.
early, right? So
That's
Yeah, she was
we
on the
get says to know
first
nothing
one.
about her. Okay. And then we got it's Patrice. Yeah, Patrice. But the girl in the blue is what? Patricia?
Patricia.
Patricia and then Patrice. And this is the brown shirt is dang, I should have wrote it down. I forgot
I was
his
gonna say
name.
Shayna now.
Justin.
That sounds
No,
right.
that's not Justin. That's what's his name. That's
That's
the other
Justin.
one. That's not Justin in the middle.
With the brown shirt right here, the skinny guy.
It is.
No, that's the other guy.
That's
No.
Justin.
And this girl,
Girl, let
Layla.
me look on my phone.
Yeah. No, and this Layla,
Laylin.
yeah.
I thought
And
that
then
was the other guy that was hugging up on Alexis
That's
in the
Justin in the
brown.
brown.
I think it is I think that sounds right. No, Jonathan.
Jonathan,
Oh,
thank
And
you.
thank you, Monique King. Thank you,
Well, then who's
Jonathan.
Justin?
And then who is this one? The clown on with the beard, the one who
Lamar.
was sexual.
Now, how you
Yeah.
forget him?
I don't know how forgot his name because I keep getting Lamar and LaRon mixed up.
Yeah, because they're two
And I shouldn't
L's.
forget them mixed up because they both are. Ooh, that's what I'm saying. The Pickens. I think that's why I said I haven't always been. I did always watch the past season. I didn't watch that last one. I think the Pickens is getting. Are they
Awful.
scraping the
Oh,
bottom of
yeah,
the
you're
barrel to
right.
find these women?
Justin's from Married at First Sight. It just hit me. Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Jonathan. Okay.
We do have a Justin, but he's not up there. That's the one that Mika's with, right?
And then
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh, I
Okay.
got
I
a
was
picture
like,
of him.
where am I getting Justin
And this
from?
is we said Lamar. Okay. And let me see what else I got. These Alexis.
Alexis. Ugh.
Oh
Nisha.
Lord. Mika, and then we got the what's that? Leyland.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
There's
Justin.
Justin.
Yeah, there's
That's
Justin. There we
Justin.
go.
And Will. Oh, that's an angry face I got right there.
Mhm.
William, because you got William and Will.
William and
Oh, Will Young. Yeah. Yeah.
oh, there goes
And
Will.
there's Will.
That's Will. Yeah.
And the other one's name that I can never remember.
Demonte.
DeMonte. I was going to call him Diamante.
DeMonte. Yeah. And let's see. And then we got the girls again. I just put the slides up there so people can see who people are, and it'll help me remember who everybody is too. So, and then this guy
We done
here,
forgot about the people already. We ain't even get to start.
this guy,
nuts.
this it's it's so much being in your brain that sometimes it's hard to remember.
Right.
I got to be better. That's something I'm gonna work on. Even if I got to have a little note here to write the names down so I remember who's who, because there's so many people on all these shows. Can't remember nobody's name.
Ready to Live, especially when it ends. It is no longer. I do not commit it to memory. I move on.
Yeah, me too. Me
Yeah.
too. This guy here is a straight up clown. This guy here, LeBron. Oh, he is the worst.
Disappointing.
Very disappointing. He's been disappointing the whole season to me.
He has. I was
like he
hoping he
just
was
got
going to pull his
disappointing.
bootstraps up.
He didn't just get disappointed.
I was hoping he was going to pull his bootstraps up, but he just never did.
He gave what I thought he was going to give. Honestly, he gave what he was giving from day one to me.
Hey, Brillo, thanks for coming by. Hello. Sorry, I missed Brillo. Sorry, I missed the live yesterday, but I'll definitely catch it the next.
I know. I was looking for you.
I did not stand you up. I was in the streets. I was out there in them streets. I'm out there in the streets looking for Henry. So I can take Henry out.
Inga was outside.
I was out in the street, but I will definitely have another one or invite me some other time. I will definitely.
He got his part too.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I would definitely show up for the next one.
You can't be outside being grown. You got to clear your schedule.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, we work all week on Saturday. I want to go, do something or run. You got your errands you got to watch, and run errands you got to do, and then you want to go out or something.
Thanks, Brillo.
Oh, I appreciate it, Brillo. Thank you. I'm sure you don't watch this dating show, so I'm sure.
unless Mrs. Brillo watches it, then that's
right. Yeah, tell her to watch it. Then he'll watch it.
Yeah. Oh, and these two.
I can't believe what April said about William when they showed that video. I guess we'll get there.
Yes.
I couldn't believe her.
Rude.
I know. I didn't expect that from her.
I wanted to know what was
I didn't. Yeah, we can go ahead and talk about it because I didn't even get that video. That's the one I missed to get. I wanted to get two of them that really stood out for me. I forgot to get that one. Mm-hmm. That William. Mm-hmm. Like the Williams. Oh, that's not on that one. Well, no, wait a minute. Let me talk about this guy. These two right here, real fast. When they sat here and he gonna tell her you're not ready to love. She probably was so happy that to get out of this, to get away from this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
Yeah, she wasn't upset. He wasn't ready.
She didn't really have no matches. She didn't really have no matches though either.
No,
and neither did he.
She sort of had an attitude though. A lot of the times, she came off aggressive. I mean, I
don't think she did with him though. When she was talking to him, she was just asking questions. Like
she was, and
his responses, I think, is what caused her to act the way she. Because everybody's like the way she acts, like she was coming off aggressive, like rapid fire. But every time she asked a question, she was like, "Yep, I'm single. Next. Yep, I've been divorced. Next. Like, how am I supposed to?" I can't even.
Well, that's how you get that. You do. I mean, you don't want to consider. You don't want to grill a person, but you do. You have to sit across from them or on the telephone, talking to them and have conversation. How you gonna get to know anything about them? Have you had kids before?
It's a little like
Have you been married before? Are you divorced? Are you this or that? You have to ask these questions,
Yeah.
Right.
you know.
He
But
just got offended so early that he
yeah,
made the
well,
conversation go left.
all of the men got offended by her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them did.
All the men
Jonathan,
got offended. They got offended by
Period.
everything.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
sensitive bunch. Well, let me not
yeah.
say that because you can't comment.
No, they got they all got offended. And but this guy, all he want Lamont, was it Lamont, right?
Lamar. Lord,
Lamar.
Inga
Lamar,
gonna tear up
Lamar.
a name that she don't do nothing else. She got me tearing the names up.
I will tear a
Lamar,
name up.
LaRon. It's okay.
I'm gonna tear a name up. I'm gonna tell you that it might happen. I'm not doing it on purpose, but
Look, he been
I be
gone
trying
for
to
a minute.
remember everybody's
So,
name.
Yeah, he
Um,
has. And it's like 20 of them, so.
that's
right.
yeah.
And at least you have pictures, because I would have been sitting there saying the name wrong and kept going.
No, the
Monique,
pictures
no,
just
I
help
was
me
calling
remember.
Maya. What was I calling Maya? Morgan for a whole review.
I remember that.
I missed
I'm in
that
the
one.
comment laughing.
If
I
Monique
missed
is
that
saying,
one.
I love how you changed her name, I was like, I had to go back and look at the episode and see the thing at the bottom. Like, oh, I'm sorry, girl. My bad.
Oops, girl, my bad. You know what your
That's
name
right.
is.
But this guy, Lamar, he kept on asking about. He was always having these sexual innuendos all the time. Always wanted sex questions all the time. If
Yeah,
I just meet you for the first time, I don't know you from a can of pork and beans. Why are you asking me about sex? That
right.
just that I
Yeah.
was turned. I was
They
What was
turned
the
started
guy
off at
last
the
season, Shayna?
mixers doing that. At the mixer he was at, they was doing that. And I was like,
Yeah.
hello, who, what? What is your name again? Like, why are we talking about what positions I like? Like, excuse me?
Right. Like, hi. Nice
Like,
to meet you. Hello.
He sort of was like that too, but he kind of calmed down from that.
I don't know if he
He
was sexual. He just kind of came off as the party boy. I think Alonzo
yeah,
was a
he
little
just
more
seemed
sexual.
immature.
he did. He
Yeah.
was very immature, very immature.
How did he get
You know.
casted? Like, I go out 5 out of 7 days, I go out 5? Why would they say, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he's
He's
ready
not
to
ready to
love?
settle down. He's not ready to settle down. No,
Mm-mm.
not at all. And what y'all think about Chaz overall? I ain't like him.
I didn't like
No,
Chaz.
especially
I didn't
toward
like
the end. I
Chaz.
didn't like him.
No, exactly.
Chaz is the one who disappointed me. Now, at first, I was like, it's
Yes.
something about him. I was like, I don't know, something about him. He seemed like a ladies' man, like trying to be a player. Then I started, when he talked about his son, I had a soft spot for him.
Right.
But then at the end, I was like, oh nope, I was
Oh,
right.
I forgot he had a son. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he lost his son.
He lost his son.
Yeah.
So that's like, because I lost my first child too. So that was like near and dear. Like, okay, well, now you
Right.
taking my heartstrings with that one.
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did you like the fact that he was now I know you're supposed to have connections with a lot of different people, but he was saying the same things to all the ladies. He was just doing overkill with the connections.
Yeah, I think it was around when they went on that trip, and then Shayna reminded me that he was like 47. I was like, he 47, you got too many connections, you picking up people instead of putting people down. I was like, you just a player.
He
Like,
texted everybody
not
the
doing this
same
for real.
thing every day.
He said,
Hey,
Grand Rising.
good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, beautiful.
Right.
Good morning. He
The
tells
Grand
Grand
Rising,
Rising King. Get him out of here. I don't know, especially because he's one of the older ones. So it's like everyone's like, oh, he has a house. Just because he has his self in order, he has his things together, he's situated, doesn't mean he's ready to settle down either.
No.
He's
Yeah,
Lamar, but older. Or I'm sorry, LeBron.
Yeah, he just got the
LeBron,
financial
older.
part.
Oh, and then he got. I remember. Remember that episode when he said he had dogs and what's her name? Vanessa don't like dogs.
Right, and we didn't hear about that till the last episode. Like, what the now
And
that's
all she
bothering
really-
you, please.
And all she really said is like, I got kids. Like, I don't need a dog on top of the kids, which
Right.
I get it because it's a whole nother person.
So it
or
was.
not
Oh,
person,
okay.
a
Wait a minute.
whole
Okay,
nother
well, I want to make sure.
take
Okay, so
care of.
she wasn't saying that she didn't like a dog because she didn't like allergic or something like that or scared of a dog.
No.
It's just that she don't want
don't
to deal
know
with
if
a
I
dog
believe it,
and she got
though.
2 or 3 kids too.
I don't know if I believe when she said that because her sister, he said, oh, he got a dog. And the sister was like, he got a dog. Like she knew, like, girl, you know, you do not like no dogs. What? The sister was like, he got a dog. So I was like, she don't like no dogs. Girl, just come clean. Like, why are we tiptoeing around it? Like, you don't like dogs.
I mean, just like I'm not fond of cats.
But
So
she
I
probably
don't
said
know
it,
if
but
I
like
want
we
to be
never
with
saw
somebody
her
that
make a
got
big
a
deal
house full
out
of
of it.
cats.
Yeah. She knew he had a dog and it wasn't a deal breaker for her. So I feel
Yeah,
like
I was gonna say we didn't see her make a big deal out of it.
Yeah. The way he
He was
said it
just
was
grasping
kind of
at strings.
right. It was like
Yeah, definitely.
when
He
he said something
grasping at shit.
about whatever he said about her, the brother was like, "So that's not a big deal." He was like, "And she don't like dogs."
And she
Like you
don't
know,
like my dog.
yeah,
He
like
look, you know, he didn't like her. And then Will, what y'all think about Will?
him and
Scammer,
his
scammer,
fake chain,
scammer.
his fake chain.
And
Especially he was
big.
like, "Oh, you a baby mama?" I said, "Well, damn, I called her stray." Like, what was?
I know,
like,
I
what was
know.
that
That
about?
was that was very rude. Calling
Very.
her
I
baby
mean,
mama
And what did she say? It was funny because what she said was so light, and he was like, "That's why you got 2 kids. That's why you
right,
got a
maybe
BBL." I was
tubes
like,
yeah, that
"Sir."
I know. That was
we
rude. I
didn't
mean,
know her
that
tubes
wasn't
were
cool.
tied either. So it's like,
No.
why did you feel the need to put that out there? Nobody knew her tubes are tied. Like you wanted to try to expose her because your little feelings got hurt.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, "Ooh, you just slid that one right in there."
Right.
Right, right. Well,
Maybe
that's
that's why
because
she
he
started
got
to
kicked.
open up towards the end and say maybe.
He,
Because at first she was like, "I don't want no more kids," and then she was like,
yeah,
"Well, I got my
well,
tubes tied
well,
anyway."
Right.
she didn't. Yeah, she definitely didn't want no more children. But she
Nope.
said she would be. Well, remember at one point she said she would be willing to do it. But if she got her
At the end,
tube
Yeah.
side, how? What you doing? What are you talking about?
She did also say when she went on a date with what's his name? We didn't have a
What,
picture.
Justin?
Dominique with Dominique. She went on a date with Dominique and she said maybe for the right person. Like I feel like on this show they didn't match the people right because I feel
no.
like none of the
Her and
guys had
Dominique did
kids.
not look right together. You
Mm-mm.
know, I
I
don't
feel
know.
like
But
she
she
felt
started saying
pressure
that
to
towards
say
the
it.
end
Yeah.
because I think because she kept showing up on a chopping block towards the end,
Right.
she started to be like, "All right, well, maybe for the right person,
Oh,
like y'all wearing me down." But
Right. The
yeah,
I was like,
I don't have
"Girl,
no
Dominique
picture
stand
of
your
Dominique,
ground."
but Dominique and her would not have been a match. And
No,
he wants about 10 kids anyway.
right. That's
That's
the
the one he
first
got
time
the
I heard her
beard, the
say
big,
it.
yeah.
I'm like,
No,
she don't want to.
we
I
not
think
about to
she
have no
felt
10 kids and I'm already 30 or 40 years old. No,
right, right. With 2 kids already. Maybe,
no.
and then even April didn't have any kids, I believe, but she was
I don't
like,
think
"I'm
so.
still not having 10."
Yeah,
Like, don't
Yeah, 10 is excessive.
what's her name? Leon
Lately,
Leland.
Leilani. Yeah, whatever her name is, whatever Italian name is. She she didn't have any children either, but I don't think she still nobody wants 10
Nobody wants 10
kids.
nobody
kids.
wants 10
Not just
kids.
if it happens, it just
Not out of
happens. But
my
you're not,
body.
Right.
yeah, no,
Who can
no.
afford 10
Well,
kids?
I
If you
shouldn't say
like,
nobody. There might be some women out there that want that, but and they are women who have that. I just
in
don't want
this
There's a
that.
lot.
economy, in the middle
We
of a
have
Then
to
why
be
would you
like the
wait till
Brady
now
Bunch.
at like this late in the age to talk about you
right.
want all these children?
Yeah.
I'm
That
not
should have
gonna
been
We
be
have
something you
to be
pushing
start
like the
maybe
40.
when
Brady
you're in your
Bunch, and even
20s.
still not 10.
Yeah, I'm not pushing 40. I think April and Leland was over 40, having
Yeah.
10
That's
kids.
what
Like,
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
unrealistic.
Not in a 40 and over. You talking about
What is
starting.
wrong?
Yeah.
You can have one kid, not or maybe
Yeah.
pushing two, but not
Right.
no a whole bunch of. He want a football team, you know. So
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that was
Because it's
ridiculous.
given like Brady Bunch, but even still, like I have 3. So if I have 3 and somebody else had 3, that's 6, and that's a lot.
Yeah,
And
it's
then we're
not. You
not
have to
having
get a
no
van.
Well, if he well
ching ching
yeah, but it's
ching.
if he has his own and then you have your own, y'all all come together as one big family. I mean, you
Right.
guess
That's
you
what
could
I'm
do a
saying. But
That's
Brady
what
even
bunch,
I
still,
be
that's gonna
but
go with
thinking.
not
10.
having them. He would
Yeah.
have to come into the
That's why they
situation
should have
with this
had
one.
more fathers on the show. Why do you have all these single mothers and no single fathers? Because if he had, I feel like
Right.
even if a man wants kids, if he had his own, he'd be more willing to compromise. Like, well, I already got some, so I'm willing to
Thank
bend.
you. I agree
Which
with
Like,
one of
that
them was it?
wholeheartedly. I used to think that every time I watch episode. I'm like, I think you should have a season where you have
yeah,
mothers
all
and the
single
fathers
kids.
Yeah.
together. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Who was it
And
that had
maybe
a
some people
kid?
who've
A
been
guy. Was that
divorced,
this
some
season
people
or
who've
last
been
season?
married. I'm sorry.
Jonathan had a child.
What you say, Miss
Okay.
Kara? I'm sorry. I was
No, I was saying one of the, was it this season or last season? I thought one of them had a kid. She said it was John. Shannon said it was Jonathan.
Jonathan said he had a son. I don't know if anybody else had kids. I don't think
Yeah.
so. So
And
of course
Jonathan
he's
was the
gonna
one
want
that was
kids.
like the baby mama was lurking, or the ex-wife,
Or
as we found
ex-wife.
out, might have been
yeah,
lurking in the wind.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see,
So he
yeah,
says.
exact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he said, yeah, but they not together. No, I bet you that's not true. I bet you he still was laying the pipe with the
Right.
ex-wife. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
He
no,
said
I
she
don't.
still want him, like you giving mixed signals. And truth be told, she probably don't even want him. He probably was just
Probably
saying.
not. You
You
know how
think
they
she
do.
want him, she done moved on.
Yeah, well, he turned out to be. I was then disappointed every week by different. Oh, you know something? Shannon, you said something in one of your reviews that just thinking about. I agree with you on one of the reviews. You said they should not eliminate anyone right at the beginning. You said that
She
multiple
always says
times in
that.
several reviews, and I
Yep.
have to piggyback on that. I agree 1000%. If we
Mhm.
just, if the three of us doing Ready to Love, we just meeting these men,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got to eliminate somebody. I ain't even get a chance to know your name.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
one
don't
of them
even
was
know
saying
who
that on a
you are. You
reunion
get a chance
too.
to talk. I think we
Mhm.
should have at least an episode or two. Then we eliminate somebody.
Right.
You know, why would you
Especially
eliminate on
this
the
season.
after 5 minutes?
They
Okay, we
had
gotta
two
do
different.
elimination.
Yeah.
Somebody said that at the reunion too. I feel like they should maybe get to like the halfway point, maybe like
Yeah,
5 episodes, and then
Dominic
start
said
like
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
picking
Dominic
people.
said that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a budget thing, but then they eliminate people and then they bring new people. Like, just stop eliminating people. I mean, why
yeah,
are you gonna
yeah.
get rid of people and bring
You
more?
eliminate somebody and then say, yeah,
No.
we're gonna bring somebody new in.
Right.
You
We're
Unless
know,
you
tired of
have
that.
somebody that's like clearly not a match with anybody, like Lamar, I don't think was anybody's type. Like if you have something like that,
nobody.
maybe you could do an elimination. But if like even if the person has one person that's interested, like just let them explore, let them live.
Right.
But no, they
Mhm.
just
This season, especially because they broke up the mixers. Because I feel
yep.
like Demonte, I think Demonte might have stayed had Lamar been in his mixer. Lamar probably would have been the one. But see, because it was the way they did it, Lamar was on. I'm like, Lamar been on here for 3, 4 episodes. When is he gonna leave? He kept being
I
on there.
wanted him to go on day one. I
Yeah.
didn't like. Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
was problematic from the beginning.
I didn't like
Yeah.
Lamar and I didn't like Alonzo from the beginning. And then I kind of warmed up to him
Yeah.
towards the end, only for him to be what he was at the beginning. Like when
Yeah.
they show you what they are, believe them
I
the
would have
first
never
time.
probably talked to Alonzo. I
I wouldn't
mean,
have
just
either.
Right.
He's
He
too
just seemed
no.
he's
goofy and silly.
He
Like,
ain't goofy. He
yeah.
got a lisp when he is he talked like that with a lip. I'm sorry.
Everybody call it. I don't. His list
Yeah,
don't bother me too much. It don't bother
yeah.
me too.
I just wasn't feeling. And then
A
I don't
lot of
know.
people been saying that. I'm like, because they was like, how does he have 3 or 4 women? I'm like, first of all, y'all know it's a shortage of men. Anyway, this only got nothing. This ain't no shade. It's just in
that
general.
part.
But I'm like, maybe his playful side, he get the women laughing. They be,
Yeah.
and that's how he get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's definitely hitting with the
since
personality.
we talking about Alonzo, I thought I had the video, but then when I looked, I ain't even download the thing. So
It's all right, girl.
bear with me. Yeah. So some stuff is missing. So that happened to me on Friday night. I had all these pictures and things. Then I go to look and I ain't even upload them. And I was already in the middle of the live. Then I said, forget it. We just talking, you
Yep.
know. So
Mm-hmm.
what about about Alonzo? What about a situation with him and Koshia? That when I was asking the question about the game, spank or choke or something like that.
Sir,
If
what in
you
the
said
gas?
that to
What in the
me,
gaslighting?
if you said
What in
that
the
to me,
gaslighting?
anybody said that to me, I'm thinking you talking sexual too. I wouldn't have never thought it was. Look, if it's not sexual, then explain yourself as to what
How?
you're talking
He
about. And
couldn't.
he never
Because
explained.
what other? Well, there's only one other option, and that's DB.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
mean, yeah, he knew what he meant, and he
Just
tried to.
gaslighting, trying to get
He
out
was
of it.
he told I said what I said and all this little stuff. That's why
Right.
I'm glad I wasn't crazy about Koshia now. I think I said that in one of your
Yeah.
comments. I wasn't crazy about her, but however, she was right. I would have gotten up and left too. I'm not gonna sit there and about to go
Yeah.
back and forth with you. You
Right.
know,
I
because
like
you know
Koshia,
me.
but like she said, you got to know who you can ask those questions to because there are some people that are open to like the playfulness or the flirtiness or the
Like
sexualness,
Patrice.
and
Patrice ain't had
and
no
you kind
problem
of
with it.
built
She
that
said she ain't think nothing
relationship,
wrong with it.
but they didn't
Which
have
is
that type of
crazy.
relationship.
When Patrice said that, it gave pick me energy.
Well,
What the hell you mean, girl? How do you
You
not see
just
anything wrong
met
with that?
each other. Like we was just at what was at the mixer or something?
Right.
Where
I
was
think
that
they
they
said
were?
no. They said they were texting, so I guess
right.
it was a little
This
while
was
later,
a
but
right.
still,
Oh, okay.
it wasn't that far off from the
I don't know
mixer.
how much time. I would like to know
Right.
how much time are they spent with the, you know,
Well, like
before we see it as the fans. Is
Coachia
it
Yeah.
said, "I'm not interested in you like that." Because somebody said, "Oh, she was doing that with LaRon." Well, she made it clear from the start that she likes LaRon. If I
Right.
never
that's
gave
right.
you any kind of any inkling that I have any interest in you like that, don't talk to me like that. What I did
Yeah,
with
that's
LaRon is
right. That's
what I did
right.
with
That's
LaRon.
right.
Exactly.
I agree. Yeah.
And that's what she kind
Uh,
of said at the reunion too. She was like, "LaRon knows, Chaz knows."
hell
Everybody
no.
was
Like
like,
Chaz knows.
"Chaz."
Mhm.
Chad said he had 11 connections or whatever. He meant that.
That was probably one of the ones that because remember LaRon was getting all pissy at that barbecue or whatever with her. Maybe that was somebody that we didn't see her like flirting with or interacting with, or they was clearly interacting on on the phone. So
I feel like when Chad said, you could be like, hey, Chaz, how you today? And he'll be like, I got a connection. Like, what?
11
Who
out of
is
10, girl.
you?
11 out
I
of 10,
know.
like you said.
Yeah, I don't know where was the extra person at. He said
Right.
is the
Was it
extra
talking about
That's
one of
person.
the
the producers? Like,
That
who are you talking to?
I was you
that's the
took the
girl he
words
had at
out of my
home.
mouth. You took the word out of I said, what is one of the producers? Somebody, the camera person.
I
I mean,
can't.
who was the 11th person? Because I
Could they
thought it
That's
was
the
be
only
person
walking
he had at
by?
home, child.
he's
Somebody
just
walking by, they made eye contact and they say, hey, how
yeah,
you
he was
doing?
doing the most. He was doing the most. Um yeah, he was doing the most. It was somebody else that I was thinking about
Well, while
mhm.
we talked about Koshia, how did y'all feel? Because I don't know how. I liked her as the time went by, especially with the Alonzo thing. But when she was arguing with Alexis at first, I was like, oh, she's problematic. Talking about I'm ready to jump across the table. Like, really?
Yeah.
But then
Oh
it
yeah,
later
that
on,
was
Especially when they gave us that preview of how they like I thought it was gonna be, but then
yeah,
when it actually happened, I was like, oh
right. At
yeah.
first, I'm like, girl, to make like for Lauren, like you just met him. Like, excuse me. But it was the same thing with Tequila and Janelle last season. Oh, you didn't watch last season. It was like two
I
of
ain't
them
see
doing the
last
same
season.
thing
Yeah,
last.
I started the beginning, and then I fell off like after the third episode or something. Like I stopped watching.
I
But
think they was tussling by the third episode. Janelle and
yeah,
Tequila.
it was early.
why are the women fighting with each other?
Right.
It's
That
not.
just started happening when we got to Dallas. It's like, get out of Texas, please. Thank God they going to Philly
You
this
know
time.
the one I did like though is when they went to Houston. What was the resort?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
everybody
missed
liked
That
the
that
one was.
one.
I
resort.
mean, it was just. I ain't saying that they had great connections and all that, but it was just juicy tea on there. They was. It was just good on there. But I don't
But I
know.
was kind of with Koshia, like it wasn't so much LaRon she had the issue with. She was mad at Alexis because Alexis was running her mouth telling Will all of the business in the ladies lounge. So I got while she was upset, like I can feel how I want to feel. You shouldn't be going and saying it to anybody. So I was with her on that one.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I agree, and I think all the ladies were in agreement with that. Alexis was wrong. If we're
Yeah.
talking,
Mhm.
if the three of us were in and having a private conversation, we're not on this live. We having a private conversation. Then you go on here and you start telling everybody everything we said. I'm like, come on, what you doing? That was a
Right.
private conversation. And
Right.
so I don't understand why she did that.
It's like she wanted that. She's siding with the men because I get right. You here for love, or you supposed to be? You trying to make alliances with the men, but you need the women to. You need them as well. You need some kind of friendship in there because how are they going to tell you what's going on? They're not going to vouch for you. Like they're going to be trying to work to get you out. Like they're going to
Yeah.
ice you out like they did her. Like you can't just ignore the women and just be a pick
She
me over here with the men.
she
Yeah,
messed
yeah.
herself over and she seemed
And I
like she
don't have
was
a
riding so hard for Will and they didn't really to me they didn't really have a connection. It was more like brother and sister or
they
like an
were like
alliance. I'm
friends.
like,
They
it's
were
They
no
really
friends.
don't like
chemistry
it.
between y'all at
Yeah,
all.
they were just friends. I don't have a problem that you are cool with the men. That's not I'm saying, but I think it was just we haven't this is in the ladies' lounge, it's the ladies talking, and that
Right.
information should stay there. And same with the men's lounge. They
Not a
shouldn't be
girl's
going back
girl.
telling gossiping, so I think that's what I feel, that's what I think about, about that. Now, so these are the ones that's supposed to have, at
Woo,
the
Lord.
end of the season is these two. So we got Patrice and Alonzo. They supposed I don't know, and he was sweating like a pig in this red silk shirt, satin shirt. I mean, I was watching that episode. I mean, it must, it's Texas, so it can get up to
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 degrees. And I said they had them out there in the sun out there because he
Mhm.
was sweating. And
Morgan was sweating a lot. Well, I mean, Lord did it again. Maya was sweating a
Maya.
lot when they had that barbecue. I'm like, she was fanning herself on the plate.
yes,
Like people
I hope they
indoors.
had paramedics on the side because it looked like they was gonna fall out. And that's the worst thing if it's already 100 degrees and
Right.
then you got a barbecue, that's more heat from the
Mhm.
grill. I would have been ready to fall out. You
Then we
know,
arguing, so my pressure is rising.
right, right.
Child.
Mm.
And then was it Justin, right?
Just
Justin
Mhm.
and Mika.
Mhm.
They So I thought they looked nice together. These two.
They look nice
Yeah,
aesthetically.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Do I think it's gonna last?
Whether we'll last or not, I don't know. I don't
Probably
Question.
know.
not.
You know, um, yeah. Who knows if they gonna last? But I remember when he met with her father. That they had the little Justin sat there
Hmm.
and the father was grilling him. You know what I'm saying? The father
Right.
was grilling him.
It's
And
like it's like he's seeing some of himself in them. Like, oh, I know how those them pretty boys be. Those
the
Hmm.
players.
pretty boys, yeah. Hmm.
Dad, you got something you want to share? Like story time.
Okay. Did y'all
I
think
like
it was a red?
Justin.
Y'all think it's a red flag with him that he says
He needs
um
space.
he needs his space? Because I don't think that's a real big red
A
flag.
little
Because if
bit.
you
He
well,
kept
but
his brother or
but
somebody kept saying it though.
if she's
Right.
clingy, we don't want. I don't want my man to be all clingy on me all the time. You can do your thing and me do my
Yeah.
thing, and then we come together. Like what? Why you don't need to
Tell me
be
once. Remind me another time. Tell me 2 times. Stop saying it 10 times. Like, are
Right.
you gonna not
Yeah.
communicate
He's
with me
trying to
for
let her
days on
know,
end?
like, yeah, I'm
like
not gonna
That
talk to you
looks
all week.
suspicious.
now? No, okay. Now I
Like, if
don't
I
mean
don't
that
see you
talking
all
on
the
the
time,
phone
fine, but you
and
gotta have
texting and
some type of
checking in.
communication.
Now I don't
Yeah.
mean that like that kind of space. Like no, you need to
Yeah.
call. We
Yeah,
text
that's what
each
I'm
other.
saying.
We
Yeah.
FaceTime each other. We can do that type of thing. But and
Because I don't want to
maybe
be
all
all up
do
under
because
nobody
maybe
anyway.
during the week they go out. I mean, maybe during the week
Right.
he's busy with his job. He's a PE teacher, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
she got her 2 kids and she worked. So maybe they don't see each
Hmm.
other that much during the week, but you can
Right.
still talk and FaceTime
Right.
and
Yeah.
keep communicate all week. And then
Make sure you're checking
Friday,
in.
Saturday, Sunday, that's when we together. But it's
I think she made a comment like, I don't want to go 48 hours while I was talking to you.
Yeah,
I was
that's what
like,
she did
this
say
a
that.
48 hours for you to text and say, hey.
no,
I
but
mean,
wait a minute.
that's bare
Didn't
minimum.
she get upset because it was 6 hours and they didn't communicate? I ain't gonna
No,
get mad if somebody don't text me
that
for six
wasn't
hours.
her. That was what's his name? Chaz and Vanessa he hadn't really like I think that was Chaz and Vanessa when she was saying they had been in the house. It was like 5 o'clock in the evening. He ain't said nothing to her. He's
8
worried,
o'clock.
about everybody else. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, the day's not over yet." I was like, "Oh,
These two
really?"
had an
Oh,
issue one time.
at the
Yeah,
trip.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, at the trip.
yeah. But Jesse, I do think because it's almost like Clay on Love Is Blind when he kept saying like I'm scared I'm gonna cheat. It's the same thing. Like I'm not gonna talk to you. Don't expect for me to have no
Fair
consistent
warning.
communication. You know. Then his brother was like it ended his last relationship. Like how bad is your communication? Why is your brother giving a warning like it ended the last relationship? You went that long without communicating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I don't know,
crazy.
but she has her hands full with children, so I mean, she don't
Yeah.
need the man in her face every 5
And
minutes.
she doesn't strike me as the clingy person anyway. So I don't, understand why we
He
can't
did say
just
it about 10
communicate.
times. He said it every episode. I
Right.
need
He
my space.
did.
I need my
Like
space. He
never mind.
told he
Okay.
told
Me
his
alone.
homeboy when his homeboy met her. He
I
needs his
like my
space.
space.
Yes.
Right. I was like, I don't know. And it's like, why do you want so much? What are you doing that you need? Like, if y'all feel like if you're interested in you, especially when you first start dating someone, like you
No,
want to
you
talk to
want to
them
see them all the time when you first
at
dated.
least once a
Yeah,
day, y'all. You want
yeah,
to talk to them,
yeah.
like you
Every
don't want.
day. I mean,
Right. Like,
I'm talking and texting my man doing it the day while he working and I'm working. We
yeah,
talking
like you
FaceTime.
don't
Yeah,
talk.
I mean, so
Especially, I mean,
we
she
might
had
go a
time
few
to talk with
hours, but not
kids.
all day unless something is
Yeah.
going on. Unless
Yeah.
something major's going on that
Right.
they just can't communicate. But
Right.
otherwise, no.
Even if you're busy, you can't say, "Hey, so I'm busy right
Yeah,
now."
you can send me a
Say like
text.
That
something.
these texts, yeah. We're in a new day and time now. Everybody got a phone. Everybody got
Exactly.
a
Like you
phone.
can have
Right.
an emergency and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like my mom had to go to the hospital. Like I've been
Oh
running all day."
yeah, I'm
You can
tied
shoot.
up
You
with
can
this
Right.
and
shoot
that.
that in a
Or
quick text.
I'm in a
I'm gonna
work
talk to you
meeting.
tomorrow.
I'm not gonna be available for about 2 hours. I'm in a work meet.
Something.
Right.
That's understandable. But I'm talking about by the end of
Takes
the night
2 seconds.
before you go to sleep, you gonna tell me you can't at
Yeah.
least call me a text? No, no.
And then he keeps saying, "I like my space." So what is he saying? Like, don't be bothering me. Don't you
I
be
think he
texting
don't
me
want to be
because I
bothered
don't
for
be
like 3 or 4
bothered.
days at a time.
Please do not
Then
call
why?
me.
Then why are we here, Justin?
If
Why
he
are
don't
we
want to be
here?
bothered for 3 or 4 days, then he needs to not be
Don't
in a
call
relationship
me.
with
I'll
nobody.
call you. Like, what are you? Why are you
Oh, but
making it
then no,
clear?
you're not ready for love. You ain't ready to be with
She
No
got
nobody.
kids. She
love,
can
no
make
kids,
time.
no nothing.
Right. Nothing going on. You a
Uh,
PE teacher. You get off work at 2:00. You have time.
LSW, I agree with you. Alexis didn't have any women
Nope,
friends. She
No.
not near
didn't,
You
one.
and
probably
it
don't
was
got nothing in real life either.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
had a
doesn't
real
seem like a girl's
attitude, boy.
girl.
She was something else.
She was on that. She was blaming on the goose. Got her feeling loose at that reunion. Though I was
Yeah,
like,
I think she
girl,
did have a
turn
little
it, turn it on
too much
down.
spirits. She had a little
I
bit too
don't
much
know.
spirit.
I think it was more than just the alcohol because this girl.
Well,
Like, what's
But
this?
wait a
I
minute
thought
now.
it was
You know,
rooted.
you're right. It might be more just the alcohol because she was acting like that in the show when they was
Yeah.
she
in
was more
the
erratic at that reunion.
Yeah.
Though.
at the
She got
reunion. She
herself
was
together.
very erratic. And the thing is, it's embarrassing. You gonna?
Because when Koshia
I
popped
got a
off on
video of
her,
that. I'm gonna show.
when Koshia popped up on her at the show, she didn't do all of that. But all of a sudden at the reunion, you girl, sit down.
Right. It's
Okay,
like, girl,
wait,
you got off the show 100 episodes ago.
wait a
What?
minute. Let me play this little video. Here it is. I hope y'all can hear it.
The biggest snake we have on the cast, to be honest with you.
Oh, let's go there.
Let's go there.
Let's go there.
You're the biggest snake we have on the cast.
Out of here.
You're
Okay.
a dork.
But now you were just sitting on the couch trying to shut me up with me. Like, relax.
Just now? When?
You sitting here throwing your dress on me, whispering in my ear.
I'm throwing my
Outta
dress
here.
on you?
Hey.
Nerd, bro.
Okay. Let's stop. Okay.
Are you serious?
Okay.
You're a dork. You're
Okay.
a dork.
This man's a clown, bro.
We are in the middle of a game. You have cubic zirconium on.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
I haven't said nothing to this dude.
You just called me a dork.
Hey, yo, LeBron, chill, man, chill.
You are out of your mind.
Everybody just shut up.
Man, can y'all shut up?
Tell her to go. Here.
No, I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up.
Oh,
How am I the problem?
No one said you were wrong, but
I
you
don't
keep talking,
know.
though.
You
You keep
talking?
running your mouth.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead
Do
ass
you
serious.
know?
I'm
She
dead
doing
ass
too
serious.
much.
I don't give a about you anymore. I tried her hell.
Did I call?
Get off of me.
Get off of me.
I'm good. I'm good. I can shut up. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Watch this.
All right.
No. You.
Mm.
Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off. And bitch, I'll beat you the up. Get me out.
how, Sway?
Look, they dragging her out of there.
And you too. I'll beat you up, little ass.
It's everyone's facial expressions for me.
You fat dork.
The best name comic was me, by the way.
Sorry, that was me, by the way.
I done spend a rat to be treated like. Are you kidding me?
Lord Jesus. Little Miss Alexis. Consistent with how she has conducted herself all season long, she continues to poke the bear and then want to play victim.
Alexis, man, you gotta
I
tell
don't give
yourself.
a.
You at least want a
I
confessional.
spend money. I'm not giving a confessional. None of that. Here's your confession. You and how you feel about
I thought we was watching Love and Hip Hop.
That's my confession. I'm leaving and I'm not coming back.
It's way out of line.
Just be quiet.
Just be quiet. It
Just
just
so we
keeps
can finish the
going.
game.
We look too good. Everybody's all dressed up so nice. The women look so pretty. Like, for us to be out here acting like we about to fight, like, come on, y'all. We're too old for that.
And she came at Mika for no reason. Mika didn't even say anything.
I'm going home.
You can't leave. You can't leave.
Get the away
You
from me,
can't leave,
Will.
though, dog. Like, come on, man. You can't let them get the best of you.
They're not getting the best of me.
You
You
gonna let
getting the worst of me. You getting the worst of me. You get the worst of me.
She was doing way too much.
She had her
think it's
finger
embarrassing.
She had her finger
She
all
was
in
like-
Justin's face,
Bloop, 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 putting up
and
the
he
finger.
was like
I ain't-
this.
The secondhand
mean-
embarrassment is worse this time than it was the first time.
Yeah,
I said, wait a minute, did the TV turn into Love and Hip Hop? Let me see what station this on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Inga, hold on. Inga, put Brandy's comment up.
yes.
I wasn't gonna say it. I
Oh,
was gonna say it there, but I mean, since it's
Oh,
Inga.
right here. Will said
I
that LeBron
wonder.
called her a cokehead. Also, they didn't show. But they didn't show that part. Okay,
I believe it.
Mhm.
Will said that LeBron called. Okay, now I didn't.
wasn't sure
Yeah,
that
I
part
didn't.
either. I don't know if it's that or if she just got a lot going on in her personal life and she just is just
You
acting
do
out.
you think it was the too much little spirit, too much little Grey
It
Goose,
was
little
too much of
Ciroc, or
something.
some
Maybe she had a
Hennessy,
little much on the empty stomach. I don't
Something.
know.
She had
something that
definitely had a little battery in her back. Because like I said, she wasn't giving Koshia all that energy. Then you're pointing at Justin's face. You're like right here. And Justin's like, you could tell he's like, woo, let me
and you
Right.
see
calm down.
Will was
And
trying
then you
Will
jump up at Mika. Mika was
Will
like,
was
she was
trying to
just
help her.
standing
Will
there.
kept telling her to calm down. Will kept trying, and then she was telling other people, "F you, get off of me." And
Right.
Alonzo was saying, "Look, won't you come on, stop." She was just,
Alonzo shouldn't have touched her though, because I'm like, what
yeah,
are
he
you
was
doing?
grabbing on her
Why
arm.
would you be
When
yanking
you're
her like
heated, you don't want nobody grabbing
Yeah,
you.
don't touch
right?
me.
Yeah,
That
not
was
when you're
a bad
heated. No,
decision.
because you might end up getting punched in the eye too. So
She kept
you
saying, "I
know,
spent the rack to get here." I'm like, is it a financial issue? Like, what's going
A
on?
Nordstrom
Like,
rack. She spent a Nordstrom rack. That's
like I'm
yeah,
it.
like,
yeah,
spent a rack
yeah.
on
That I
what?
don't know. That was like a prom dress or something.
Right. I'm like, was it the? What did
Fashion
you?
Nova.
Oh, but this is what she said. I spent the grip trying to get ready. So I
A
guess she
rack,
said
she
she
said.
spent
That's why I said she
she spent
spent
the
a
rack.
Nordstrom
Yeah, a
rack.
rack. She
The
said I
Mhm.
rack.
spent the
She
rack
spent the rack
trying
to
to
get
get
there,
ready.
and
So
I'm
I
like,
guess to get her hair and makeup done and
is
to
it a
get the game.
financial issue? What is it? What is the issue really? Because it can't be because LeBron thought that you said that at the game. Like, it can't be that.
But the thing is, I don't think, even though he is a clown, LeBron is a bozo clown, but I don't think he said anything to
No.
react like that.
They
I
were
just would
playing a
ignore.
guessing
Thank
game.
you. Yeah, thank you. The nose. Yeah, you got the nose. Yeah.
They
Yes,
was
he
playing
is a
a
clown.
guessing game. He was guessing. We were about to
Right.
find out that William said it, but she went off.
Yeah, it turns out it was William the whole time who said it.
Right. I
So
guess that was her moment. Like she
he's
was
talking about you
waiting
She
to
was
have
sitting
a
a
on
moment.
ready.
Yeah, she was
He
waiting to have
wanted.
because she was talking a lot the whole time. So I feel like she was just
Yeah,
waiting for an
she
opportunity.
She was
was.
waiting for an
And
opportunity.
now was she? Because when he was talking about like she was flipping her hair or something, weren't they sitting next to each other on the couch when they first came
Yes.
out? Was that what he was
Yeah.
talking about? Because they looked like they was
No.
kind of
I
okay
thought I
sitting.
heard him
Because I was
say
like, why do they have them
backstage.
sitting next to each other?
I thought he
Oh, he
said
said
backstage.
backstage. Oh, okay.
But
I thought,
I think. Well, I think on this couch when they first came out, I
Then
think they
yeah, I
were
thought they
sitting
were
next to
I
each
sitting
thought
next
I
to
other.
heard
each
him
other.
say backstage. He was whispering in my ear and flipping
Oh,
his
okay. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I didn't see no
whatever. Yeah.
whispering in the ear,
But
but
then
I thought
I don't know.
maybe.
I couldn't. But I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't. You trying to make it seem like she was flirting with
oh,
you? I don't know if I believe that. I don't think so.
probably not.
Mm-mm.
But
But
it just wasn't warranted for her to
right.
act like that.
And if she leaves,
Mm-mm.
she was gonna have her own segment, I'm sure, because we needed to address what happened with her and Jonathan at that pajama party.
I
But I'm
don't know
like,
if she's
she
Yes.
going.
didn't
I
get
mean,
a chance to do
so
that.
on part two, is she actually gone, or you think she gonna calm
We
down
don't
in the
know.
back and come back out?
Mm-mm. She might get
Mm.
fined, so she
She
might
was
want to sit
outside.
down.
I
I
mean,
hope she
we
doesn't because
see
I want
arguments every season, but I mean, she was doing the most. She was doing the
right.
most. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
mean, we
was
didn't had arguments every season. We didn't have people get up out their seats before.
and she didn't just
I
argue
Mhm.
with a person. She literally argued with the whole cast. Like, girl, calm
Everybody.
down. Everybody just looking like you don't realize that you're doing too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was definitely giving bull in
And
a china shop
and
because it
that's
was like,
why
girl,
she
what are
did.
you
That's
mad
why she
about?
didn't get picked by nobody too. So,
Right.
cause yeah.
Hmm.
And
So
then her friend, because they ain't know they ain't had no connection. Then Will trying to calm her down. It's like you cussing them out.
Exactly.
The way she
well,
was like, "Get off of me, Will." I was like, she don't like him.
he kept
Nope.
saying that. Will
That's
kept
why I said
saying,
giving brother and
"Oh
sister
man, he's a
vibes.
clown.
Alliance.
He's a clown." I'm like, Will, you're a clown too. You really can't call
Yep.
nobody a clown when you are that too. You know.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I don't know.
I
Or
think
said
Will
he
might
was
be worse than LeBron. Like,
yeah.
I didn't
I
think
think
that
Will.
anything
I
that
think
he
Will
said was like, even if you didn't like it, I just would have ignored him. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I just said,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. I just would have ignored him like he not even there. I would have acted like he was a ghost.
It's
So
not like he just came out of nowhere and said it. Like they were playing the game. He
Yeah,
was
they
about
asked the
to find
question.
out. Like
And that
they
was
were
an
that's
about to
right.
answer.
find out the
'Cause
answer.
they also asked the question about the choking and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Sure
The
did.
And
yeah.
maybe she was over drinking because she didn't want to relive that Jonathan incident. Like maybe she was worried about that. Look, now I'm trying to give her something.
You trying to
Yeah.
throw her a bone. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Shayna.
You
I'm
you
trying
really
to help
trying to
you
give her
out.
something. You really trying. Yeah, no, yeah, I think we right. I think it was the drinking. I bet you if we find her on social media, she might end up saying on Twitter or something, she might end up saying that she was drunk. I believe she was drunk.
I wonder if she got social media. If anybody knows, drop it in the chat so we can
Oh
we can
yeah,
do
I
a
have.
research.
She probably had so much to drink. Well, she might not admit it. Maybe I shouldn't say that. She might not even admit it because she wants to put the blame on LeBron,
Right.
and then everybody grabbing up on it too. So that probably irritated her too.
It would have irritated me
Alonzo,
every
and then Mika really didn't say much of nothing.
time.
No, that's what I was like.
Everybody
Why she
was
coming
getting
out
up
on
out their
Mika
seat.
like that?
Everybody got up out their seat at that point and was trying to
Right.
stop it.
And that was her man you yelling at. And I think Justin reacted that way because she was yelling right and he was
He
right
was
next to her. So
telling,
she
I know
really
he
needs to
was
hear.
telling her to calm down, and
Yeah,
he
like
and he could, you could see he was getting a little heated, but then he shut up. He just stopped talking because you
right.
Yeah,
don't
he
need
was
going
like,
back and forth with somebody, and it
Yeah,
don't look
yeah,
good for a man to go back and forth with the woman.
right.
You
nope.
And
know,
that's what Mika was telling somebody else, not her. Like, y'all need to get her out of here because she's not gonna
Yeah.
calm down.
that's what I know. They was talking to like the security or the producers or somebody who came out,
The
and
argument even when she argued with Lorano, it's like you dweeb, you dork. Like that right there let me know. Like, get her out of here. She
yeah,
what are you
I would have wanted
He
her to
just
go
saying
too.
whatever at that point.
Yeah, I would wanted her to go too.
just saying stuff.
Okay, so then also so these two they had hooked,
Woo,
they
Lord.
said we gonna be to get together, ready to love and all that,
Mm-hmm.
but then their little thing happened. I got their little let me see, we watch this.
Patrice,
The body
what
language
is the
is telling.
status of you all now? Don't hold no punches. Shoot me straight.
After we chose each other, his exact words were he was going to be exclusive
With you.
with me. So he was secure enough to give me a key to his place, and
Whoa, hold on.
A key to the place already.
Hell, I'm
You
ashamed.
got a key?
yeah,
Y'all really kept it moving.
Dang.
Get going.
I believed every word that he said. I was the one he wanted, the only one he wanted, and that's not what I found out at the end. So
Okay, so tell me what happened.
this was literally 3 days after.
3 days into the new job.
Yes, and I drove to his house, and I literally caught him with a woman.
Oh, damn.
Ouch.
Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. So, who is this woman?
The girl that came over was one of my homegirls. My Jeep was messed up, and she was
Yeah,
like,
your
hey,
home girl.
she was coming over. I went to go get some groceries, came back. She pulled up in a different car that she does not drive. Pulled up at 10 o'clock and was like, hey, what you doing? I said, I'm just got groceries. What's up? She was like, can we talk? I said, cool. But mind you, this is somebody I've never had anything with.
So this is a friend girl.
Exactly. I do nothing with. Why would I give her a key if I'm messing around? I'm not about to play with nobody's feelings or heart in this situation. I don't want to do that. That's not the type of person I am. I've been transparent. If I got something to hide, why the H would I give you a key for something you can pull up at any time?
I think he's a bold-faced liar.
About what? Name just one thing. I promise you. About what?
Let me finish my side of the story.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So what he does not know is that I met up with the girl that he.
Same girl?
Same girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
Same girl.
Uh-huh.
That's a little juicy. Let's do it.
I met up with the girl and she was willing to talk about everything. They had sex in May. During this process.
We had sex in May, correct?
But you just said she was just
But it's your girl, your friend girl.
It was. That was just. It was just one time.
Just one time.
Everybody calm down. So,
Yes.
you've given this young lady a key to your home.
Absolutely.
And you're saying that we have a one-on-one relationship. You can't have somebody
Yeah, she was
who
drunk
you've
right
been
there.
with take you to the store to get nothing.
Why not?
Why you can't have her take you to the store?
Why can't I?
Exactly.
If we don't have nothing going on and we're grown up, then I let her know exactly what it is.
Everybody laughing at this clown.
Right.
Wrong at all. This whole thing is a guy can't have another female friend if he's committed.
Go ahead, put your own foot in your mouth.
The whole foot.
3 girls that the Pandora box opened up to that I found out about.
There's 3 girls?
There's 3.
I
That's
told
why
her
I wanted
about.
to go ahead and talk, because
I have no.
he has been pretending this whole entire time. He has been dating other women, sleeping with other women.
I
That's
don't
so
mind.
reckless. He has been getting STD tested.
Oh, what?
At least he's getting tested, y'all.
Well,
That's right.
I ain't. Yeah, I guess we give him a little check mark for that.
So let me ask y'all this. Is there any salvage in this?
I believe that
Sir,
someone actually
That
show
was
you
an
who
odd
they
question.
really are,
right?
and not who they put on to be. You should definitely believe it. And I deserve
Wait,
better than that. Yes, you do. And he wouldn't have a chance in hell. Amen.
Let me say this. When you all decide.
okay. First of all, and I definitely want to put Brandy's a
Yeah,
comment up here.
because I saw the video that
I
Brandy is
gotta go
on.
watch that.
Yeah, I
I
saw
didn't
Him to
see
Chloe
it.
Johnson.
Arbor,
I
and
saw
then
Chloe Johnson talking about it, and I went to his
he
Instagram, and
said
it's
that
still
his
up.
mother Patrice accused him of Arbor, and that he filed a police report against her. That's what I'm saying. These shows now, I thought we were supposed
No,
to
but
be
I don't
about
think he was
love,
talking.
and we doing all other kind of stuff, just like on Love Is Blind. Like we
I
doing
don't
all
agree with
other.
that, Brandy, though. When I watched the video, I don't think he was talking about Patrice. I think he was talking about the girl that she's
Oh, the
speaking
other
about.
lady that she
Yeah,
talked to.
yeah, I think he's speaking about when I listened to it twice,
Oh,
it sounded like he was talking about the other, but the way he worded it, he was talking about Patrice first, and then it sounded
and then he
like he
just
was,
switched
yeah,
and didn't
but
clarify.
What
it
live
wasn't
was
we
that?
Little black
never.
book.
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah. I think
Chloe
I'm subscribed to
Johnson
that. Yeah, okay,
got
okay.
it on hers too. A couple people
Okay.
caught it, but it's on Alonzo's Instagram. I'll send you the. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay,
hit us in the
okay.
IGs.
Yeah.
Now my whole thing is I girl power all day. I'm for the women. But why do you want why did you want a younger man in the first place? Like he has shenanigans, but clearly you want shenanigans and you keep having a problem. Well, he has an apartment and not a house, and he has it like you wanted a
Right.
younger man. You didn't want somebody that was more older and more established. So you threw
Established.
Yeah.
Chaz in there at the
And she
last
has
minute
two
and
or
didn't
three
want
kids,
him.
right? Don't she got two
Yeah.
kids or
Yeah,
three
She got
kids or
looks
three,
like
something like
three
that?
it.
kids. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. And then I feel like even at his age, I think he should be. I
Okay.
mean, not as far as the apartment, but a little bit more mature than he is. But it's like you said you like him fun, spunky. He's talking about he like to
Yep.
skate and skateboard. You like that.
And he
You
was
know what
clown
I'm
like he was goofy from the beginning and she was with
right.
it. So now it's
Yeah,
a
yeah. He definitely
Somebody
been
made a
goofy. Yeah,
comment. I forgot who it was, and they were like, she just probably likes men who she can, not control, but she's the leader in the relationship. They're
yeah.
worshiping her feet, like she's controlling the
Play
situation.
stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's all I'm
but why
saying.
didn't her and the her children's father or last boyfriend stay together? The guy who came on the show, they had dinner.
Yeah, I feel like they weren't dating long. I don't think they was
Why
together
did they
long.
stay together? It was a light skinned brother.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
was and he was
But
interviewing
somebody
them.
asked how long we are together, and he didn't really answer. So I was like,
Is
must
that
not
the
have been
one
long.
that says he's married? That said he was married now?
Yeah.
And he was a little bit of a clown himself too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could tell. Well, you could tell Chaz definitely wasn't her type. So
Nope.
Alonzo was more.
But this is my thing is when something is you clearly see anybody unless you Stevie Wonder, you clearly see something's going on. There's toxic, and then Tommy has the nerve to say, "You don't think y'all can you make this work?"
That's the same thing he did with LaRon
Right.
and Maya.
I was going there too. That's the same. He does it all the time, every
Yes. I'm like,
season.
is it
I just like
edited or
Every
is it
Tommy,
just?
season
I'm
he does
leaving.
this. So
I
you
don't know
trying
if
to
I can
say
blame
it's
it on
okay
either.
to be in a toxic relationship? Just what are we doing here? Just for the ratings
I
or
would have been
something?
like, "Sir, really?
Right.
What do you think? What do you think? Would you? I'm not."
Yeah. I guess they gotta ask
We
that
don't know
question.
what his wife
Right.
put up with, so we don't
Right.
know.
You gotta
Yeah.
remember Tommy took 30 years to marry his wife in the first place. So I
That's
mean
insane.
Wait a minute, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, it took him 30 years to marry his
I thought he
wife.
said they was married 30 years.
No.
He was with her for 30
They only
years.
been married like count
Like,
one hand.
yeah, right. I wanna say maybe 6 years at best.
I
Oh,
didn't
there we
know
go.
that.
Yeah,
Okay, I
maybe
must have heard that
maybe a little
wrong.
more than that. When
Okay.
Rayla first
Y'all
came
done taught
on,
me something new today. Okay, I did not know this.
he was
Okay,
not,
Lord.
he had
I
a
mean, something, and I ain't mad. Everybody don't supposed to be married. Everybody don't need
No.
to be married. I mean, sometimes
Mm-mm.
you can be in a relationship with people for many, many years and not married. I
Mhm.
don't have that. I'm not one of those women that I gotta get married. That I'm just saying, just me. I don't feel like that.
Yeah,
But
because when you get older, probably you're like, I'm not trying to be bothered with all of that. Been there, tried
yeah,
it,
like
I'm
sometimes it's
good.
just you just want maybe it's just go out and have a good time, date,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not mad about that, but it's just he cannot give me no. I don't think he can give me no advice. I don't want it from him or Steve Harvey.
Right.
They ain't, I don't want no
The
advice
way
from
he
them.
said it, he said when the show first started, he was saying it like, oh, like, and I've been with my wife for 30 years. Like he made it seem like, oh yeah, I've been in this long term relationship. We was together since college. Yeah, but you didn't marry her. Like it's obviously y'all married now, so she probably wanted to get married. If she didn't want it, I'm like, okay, she want it. But if she wants it, and you're dragging her on,
Yeah, like if we were being like Oprah and Stedman, then it would be different.
yeah. Now, if I was Oprah, I wouldn't get married neither.
Hell no.
I mean, she
She
don't
got her
need to.
companion.
Like she don't
Right.
need
No.
to. It's just it's just companionship.
Yep.
And
I forgot Stedman was there.
he has adult children, or at least I know he has a daughter that's an adult. You know,
Mhm.
I think he might have more than one. Talking about Stedman.
Stedman.
And when they got together, they both were already mature people, so they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not like she need him for the bread. He got his own bread too, but she got more than him, and she don't
Way
need him
more.
for that. So it's a difference if you're, like a lot of us women, we looking for somebody to kind of help us, take care
Help,
of us,
yeah.
take care of us with the children, and so like you don't really have much, and then you get the
Y'all gonna put your assets together.
the baseball player or the basketball player, you get somebody, and then that's different. If
But even
come
Oprah
up
and
with
Stedman was engaged at some point, so I
they
wonder what
did get it. No, I remember that. I go way
Yeah.
back to the beginning of the Oprah thing, with the show and all.
It's probably like it was like
She was
societal
engaged, but
pressure.
they just decided
Yeah.
no, we good, and they live together and everything. I mean, it just
Yeah.
I don't really have an
I
issue
feel
with
like they
that.
just used to each other and it's convenient. I don't think they don't give me love
I think
stories.
it was just like societal pressure that she just even wanted to be engaged because that's what society tells you to do. But with her money, it doesn't make any
People need to
sense to
stop that
like
with
be
women. All
legally
women don't
married.
need. Not all women
No.
want or need. Well, I don't want to play the word need, but all women don't want to be
Right.
engaged
Yeah.
or be married, and all
Right.
women don't want to have children. And
Right.
I
And
remember
neither do all
when I had
men.
my
And say neither do the men. And people just need to be
or
honest
the
though.
men too, yeah, and the
That
men,
part.
because
That's the issue.
yeah,
Be honest about it. Don't be with
yeah.
somebody for 30 years and you know they want to get married if you don't.
Yeah, but I don't.
Be with
Yeah,
somebody
people
who
put
don't want
pressure on men too. That after they get about
Mhm.
40, when you gonna settle down?
it. Right.
Maybe he's telling you that I'm not good. I'm good for dating. We're gonna go out dancing, go to the movies, go to the concerts. We companionship with each other,
Mhm.
relationship, sex with each other, those types of things. But to say I'm gonna be a husband and do the day to day of the husband stuff, not all of them. They might not
And
be good for
sometimes
that.
we
I
like
think a
to
lot of
either
people
ignore it or force it, and it's
I think
not
a
And
lot
then,
of
good.
and
people
then
who
when
have
it don't
done
work
it
out, Miss
already
Carrie,
don't
then
want
they
to do it.
start saying, "Oh, well, he did me wrong." Or he did no, he tried to tell you, you just didn't listen. Sort of like AD, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Even
Mhm.
though
Don't
I
try to
still,
tell me. Just tell me. Don't try and give
well, no,
hints.
no, tell me up front, yeah. And
Yeah,
then I didn't like that with
be
him
more
with Clay
honest.
because he should have been straight up. No,
Yeah,
I
And
don't
no
think we
mixed
should
more
be married.
signals.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Don't
we
tell me
should
Be
one
not
more
get
thing
married.
and
Yeah,
I feel like they do it because they don't want to lose you. So it's like, fine, I'll
yeah,
just like no. Then you
string you
resent
along.
the person. You didn't really want to do it. Don't do that. If you
no,
know
Yeah.
that,
no, don't nothing. What's wrong? What is wrong with just being straight up
right?
and just saying no?
Yeah,
We
because
can
I
stay
feel the
together.
way for
And I
Tommy,
will always be
like
here
I
for
just don't
you
think that's it.
financially and anything. I help you out. You my person, whether
Yeah,
it's the man or the woman. But just
Yeah.
I don't want to be married.
I
I
feel
don't
like
want to
Tommy's
combine my
wife
life
was.
and
Yeah, I think Tommy's wife was waiting around for him to finally marry her. I don't get that vibe from them.
That's a
They
long
seem
okay.
like
Now
time.
they
that
wanted to
situation might be
marry
different. Then
him.
yeah, maybe she was
Yeah.
waiting around,
And a
and
lot of
now
women do, especially if you put a lot of years in it. Like it's been however many years, X amount of years. I'm not gonna
now
leave
I do
now.
have an issue with this though. You put all the years in, like you said, and then he does go and get married to somebody else. You done put in the kids and the
Yeah.
life and all that kind of stuff,
Who do you
and he end up
blame
still
after a
not married.
while? Who do you blame, him or you, for sitting there for all them? After a while, if it ain't how
Yeah,
many
because
times?
if I want to be married and the guy don't want to be married, it's my fault then because I sat here
Yeah.
and kept waiting and waiting.
Right.
They're trying to twist
If
his
he was
arm.
to lead her on, like I'm gonna marry you one day, then I mean that's wrong of him to lead you on. But after a while, it's like eventually he did marry her, but it took 30 years. Like how much
Yeah.
time are you gonna give somebody to finally step up and show it with actions? It don't take somebody that long to
Nope,
marry.
not at all.
Like, I think if you want it, you shouldn't be waiting around. But after time goes by, people be so scared. I'm like, if I've waited for 30 years, I'm not waiting another 30 minutes. Like I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because if that's what you want, then you have to find somebody that wants to be
Yeah.
married. You know,
Yeah.
um, but if you say I don't want to be, you have children. If you got somebody and you don't want to be married, then when you date people, you have to let them know I don't want to be married. So we just go out and have a good time. We can go to the movies, we can go to dinner, we can go to concerts.
That's just
hang
like
out.
with Mika with the kids when she was honest at first. I don't want
Oh
kids. Then
yes,
she
and
felt
then
like
changed
okay,
it
well
up.
maybe you don't want them. Just
Hey,
stand.
Candy, happy birthday, Candy! Today is
Happy
Candy's
birthday,
birthday.
Candy.
Happy birthday,
Hey,
Candy.
happy birthday.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta stick to your and not switch up the situation, but that's why we have to like listen to what people say and not ignore it and make it what we want it to be. So
yeah,
Right.
and I know we're not talking about Love Is Blind, but that's definitely what they did on that on
yeah.
all
Yeah.
the seasons that I've seen so far. That's
And
what they
don't
did.
allow yourself to be strung along either. Like if he's telling you one
Right.
thing and doing something else, like you gotta
If
see
he
the
wants to
writing
do
on
it,
the
you will
wall.
do it.
You ain't gonna about to take
Yeah.
me to the altar and embarrass me because we have been I've been
Okay.
bopped you upside your head. I
Right.
got my gown on and got my family sitting here. That's real
Yeah.
embarrassing. I know
Even
that's
though
supposed to
she
be the
signed up,
premise of
that's
the
what the
show,
show
but
is. She signed up, so everybody was
yeah.
mad. But I'm like, this is what the show is about. Like he's supposed to make the
But
decision. That's
I
all.
still think you can tell me at
Yeah.
we can have that conversation even if it's on camera. But we can have
And
that
I
in the
think
living
she
room
had said on
at the dining room
interviews
table
that
and we sit and talk about say, look,
yeah.
I'm just not ready. And I like the ones that did do that they did break up before they got to the altar.
In
I
That
the
like
happened more
interview she
this
was
season than any other season. I feel like the other seasons they was waiting until they got to that altar.
right, yeah, they usually wait. But in interview she was saying that like he kept saying that he wanted to fight for it, which I don't know how, and that he said he wasn't gonna embarrass her. So I was like,
Well, even at
well,
the altar, when he said no, he said, I still want to fight for her. I still want to be with you, but no, I want to marry. At the end of the day, I ain't marrying you, though.
yeah.
yeah.
That wasn't what they
Oh,
That
signed up
was
for, but
yeah, I know it's what they signed up for.
yeah, but it
I
still
don't like
shouldn't.
that part though. I wish that
That's why I wouldn't sign up for that type of show.
yeah, I don't like the marriage part of it.
Right.
no, no,
Alonzo was
no.
going. I think
It's like
Alonzo said in the
pressure.
interview. He said, so I think in that clip, he was saying that the goal was to get married, and I'm like, that's not the goal
Yeah,
for
he
this
did
show.
say
Have you
that.
watched the show? This
Right.
show, you don't get married at the end. This show is to figure out who I want to date.
I mean, usually you do, like my mother has always said that, like you date never
With
well,
With
intention.
intentions to get married.
right, and never date somebody you wouldn't consider marrying. So if
Yeah.
I'm dating you, I would at least consider
No,
you as a husband.
I don't
I don't
know.
went
You
out with a lot of different people over the in my past. I wouldn't never even think about man. I'm just going out.
I'm saying
We
ready
just
to.
go.
It's too short. It's only 6 weeks, so it's like I can see if I'm ready to date you exclusively. That might be where I'm at. Maybe I'm ready to date you after this. Maybe
yeah,
we can be boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm not thinking about marriage yet in 6 weeks. So I know sometimes it happens, but most times it don't. Not
yeah.
that short of time.
Hmm.
Whatever
And
works between the two people in a relationship, I believe, then that's what it should be. Like if y'all want to have an open relationship, y'all don't want to have a relationship, y'all want to get married, y'all don't want to get
In
married.
six
Like you're
weeks, I'm
supposed
still
to
trying
set
to
the
get to. I
place.
don't even know you like that. Like I
we
like
just
you
getting
the
to know
most
each
out of
other.
this.
Yeah. I
Like
might not
Yeah,
I
I
might
like
not
you
even
out
have
of
your
this
social security
bunch.
number to run a background check on you. I don't even know anything.
Yeah. I like you
So
out of this group of people, and we can keep dating after this.
yeah.
Like open
yeah,
relationship.
dating me, dating on me. We move in. So after 6 weeks, we done moved
Yeah,
in.
he giving
That's
keys to the house.
that's
Like
why
we
that
can
like
move.
that Ready to Love is it's a crazy show because like that you moving in immediately without it's only 2 weeks and you I mean Ready to Love. I mean Love Is Blind. I'm sorry. After
Mm.
2 weeks, then you moving in, then you getting married. And I was like you don't
It's
know this
like
person talking about stand up
Alonzo.
things.
Alonzo from this show and Jeremy. Like Jeremy, you don't give people your location and then do dumb shit. Alonzo, you don't give people your keys
Right.
and then like what
Gave him
is
a
wrong
key.
with
Yeah.
y'all?
Alonzo should have
Mhm.
been on Love Is Blind. That's a show. Like that's even more with his head. That was more his speed.
Yeah, yes,
Because
yeah,
Ready
yeah.
to Love is for it's a different age
It
bracket.
It's a
Different
is.
different
dynamic.
age
That's
range.
why I like
Yeah.
the show. It's like it's older. It's supposed to be older people who probably been
Yeah.
most of them been married before.
They've
Have
been through
Mhm.
things, seasoned.
so no, I'm
A
not
little
ready
Lowry
to
season on
engage.
them. They got a little season, you
Yeah,
know.
I already been divorced and got kids. No, I don't want to. I ain't thinking about marrying you after no
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Yeah, no,
Which is
I think
fine. They shouldn't be
they
thinking
definitely
about
need
it
more
that
people
short.
that may been married and divorced
Yeah, I
or
might
maybe
talk to you and say, "Do
engaged
you
or
want to get
something.
married one day? Like, do you want to be
Right.
married eventually?" But I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to marry you yet. That's not what I'm thinking about
Now,
after this.
okay, well since we
But
still
somebody
talking
else
about
was
Ready
like
to Love,
that too. I think Chaz was like that because Chaz was like saying something about getting married and having kids in a certain time
Yeah, he
frame,
said he
wasn't
want
he?
to get married. Yeah.
What
And a
about
lot of
but
people feel like
when
he's older, he would want to. Did y'all think it's a red flag, the fact that he's 40? I don't know if he's been married before or not because he
he
didn't
says he's
make
like
it clear.
47, 45, something like
He's
that.
47. I don't know if
You
he's been
said
married
so?
before or not. If he hasn't been, like, a lot of people
You
feel
talking
like,
about Chaz, right?
yeah,
Chaz.
yeah, he's 47. I'm like, maybe, as a lot of people say, it's a red flag that he hasn't done it. So you feel like, okay, he would be more serious.
Okay, wait a minute. Since she waving the red flag, Miss Kara Raymond, is that a red flag for you if you was dating a man who's 47 and he's never been engaged or married or don't have any children or whatever?
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
Mhm.
I mean, what about if he just been
And
busy with
never
his
been in a
career?
and
Maybe
never
he
been in
been at
like a long-term relationship. One of
no,
the
that's
guys at my
different.
job, they were dating and they were like in their 30s. And she was like, oh, he never been in a relationship longer than like it was some short time frame, like a month. I was like, that is, and you trying to commit yourself to this like to date the person is fine, but to commit yourself to somebody like that, I was like, And then like I said, now you get on the show and now you say you're in a rush to now be married and have a kid. Like, what were you doing this whole time? You were just living your best life.
Okay,
Right.
what if the man had been like over the years just traveling, or he gone to college, or getting his doctorate degree? He doing so much stuff that he didn't ever take time to get married, settle down, and have
Where
kids.
unicorn is that? Where is he at? Let me find him because men don't
I'm
operate
just
that
throwing
way.
out all the devil's
They
advocates.
don't they don't work like that.
Okay.
And
But
then he
because
had
you have children, you don't need a man who's never experienced a
no,
relationship, or you probably
absolutely
need a man
not.
who got children too, so that way he can
Yeah, now I
understand
do. And that's how when I
what
was
you got
younger, I
going
didn't want to
on.
date anybody with kids. But now that I have kids, it's like I need
Right.
somebody that can understand like what I'm going
Did you
through. But
feel that way after you had kids too, though?
what did I
That
say?
you
What
wanted
way?
somebody who didn't have, because a lot of women with children say they want a man that doesn't have any, and I find that to be so odd because it
No,
doesn't
once
make
I
any
had kids, it was like I need somebody to understand my situation because you're gonna have to know how these dudes, I need somebody that's on the same page.
right. People look at,
Yeah,
oh,
I
you
don't.
have a
And then
baby
potentially,
mama,
what if
you
I
have
don't want it?
a dad.
Like, what if I don't want to have any more kids? And now you don't have kids. So now I got to have kids because you don't
Right.
have kids. Like, it's a lot of different factors. So
He
I would
said
just rather,
Chaz had a child with someone, but the child passed away very
right. I
young.
remember that.
Maybe he was
Yeah, we talked
traumatized
about
from
that
that.
earlier. We
Yeah,
talked
yeah. He might be trying, and that's something's true. He could be traumatized
Yeah,
from that.
that's what
Yeah.
he did say. He never, but it was 20 years ago. It wasn't like it happened recently. It happened 20 years prior. So I'm like, in
So
20 years, you didn't meet nobody else.
my best friend married a man with no kids.
How
No, so I'm
old?
not saying it won't work out, but I'm just saying that he has to then, if the best friend got kids and the man
Right.
didn't have any children, he has to
Yeah.
be a guy who's really okay with being a stepdad and
Yes.
coming into an already, blended situation, already established situation. So it can work. It
Yeah, I
can work.
can.
I've known a lot of men who have ended up loving the stepchildren,
Yeah.
end up being more like the dad than the real dad. So it
Definitely.
can work, but it got to be a really good, solid guy.
Yeah.
Or a
I don't
woman
know.
if it's the other way around, or if it's a woman.
I don't know if it's a red flag if they've never, because this is not even about just Chaz, but just in general, if they've never
Yeah, we're
done
just
that.
talking in general now at this
Yeah,
point.
and they like, 'cause it's not Chaz specific, but if you're 47 and never been married and never had kids, I don't know, because it's like, well, why? What was it? Like, you got to explain to me
Okay,
why not.
maybe never had kids. I can see you don't want to just go out here and impregnate women if you're not
Yeah.
settled.
But he said
But
now
at
he
least a
wants to rush.
long-term relationship. Like I want to know you was with somebody 5-10 years, something. You had some kind of relationship with somebody. I don't
I
want to
have
hear
a
about you was only
friend
dating the people for a
who
year or two, and then I don't know.
I have a friend who married someone around that same age. He had no kids. He had never been married, and I still give her husband the side eye to this day. I'm sorry. I'm like waiting for something to come out like that. This is not
Well, wait
right.
a minute. She didn't have any children.
She didn't have any kids. He didn't have any kids. Well,
Why did you side eye him? She didn't have any kids.
No, you said both of them didn't have kids,
I'm
right?
trying not to.
Nobody
I'm
had
trying
kids.
not to tell her business. She didn't have any
Oh,
kids
okay.
because she thought she didn't have any kids. She was trying to have kids. Her and her previous husband were trying to adopt because I had did the paperwork to, you got to have your
Could have been the
character. People,
ex-husband.
it was,
Okay.
and then she got with this new guy. But that's why I'm saying I was side eyeing him. He didn't have that similar situation. He didn't have a wife. He wasn't engaged. He didn't have any kids. He wasn't trying to have any
He was
kids.
married before and all that. So
Yeah. So that's why I was like,
I will say, I had my daughter and my ex-fiance, he didn't have any kids at the time. My dad was like, oh, that's kind of a red flag at his age. But I'm like, okay, well, I was like, maybe he was waiting and being strategic. And no.
Why is that okay, ladies? Wait a minute. Y'all make me understand this something. Y'all make me understand this. Why is it a red flag if a man don't have kids?
I know, that's what my dad said. My
Like,
dad
y'all
said
want these
red
men
flag,
to
and he's a
go ahead and have a whole bunch of kids?
It depends on the age. I'm saying that Chad did lose one, but I'm saying this. I'm trying to say out people's business, even though I'm in people's business.
Just say don't use that. Don't use somebody that you know that might be.
So we'll just say Chad.
I'm just saying, just say like why you think it's a red flag if you meet a man and he ain't got no kids.
Let's take Chaz losing the baby off the table to be at that. I don't know. It just is to be 47 and.
I'm not gonna say it's a complete red flag. I just need.
I'm not saying I want you to have 3 or 4 kids, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want a whole bunch of baby mamas.
What was the background like? If you were married, because I know people who were, they can't have them. So it's like, were you married to somebody? Right. What was the reason? Yeah. You just didn't do it. You was just out just dating, like you were playing around, playing the field all this time. That's the bottom line.
And that's the feeling that I get.
That's an issue. If you had serious relationships or you were being intentional and it just didn't work out,
all he cared about is his dog. Remember, he kept on talking about with his dog and stuff. So
because we can't even say he didn't want it or anything. He says he does want that. So I only give that he doesn't want it if somebody say they don't want it. If they say they want it, then you wanted it. So why weren't you thinking about it before? Now you're saying you wanted it.
Because he's getting close to 50 and he probably now want to settle down.
So now, I'm gonna use as an example now. The reason why I look like a red flag is like, okay, look, you said you wanted it, and now you're on here talking about you got 10 connections. Do you really
talking about are you sterile?
11.
But really, like, tell me what's going on. You almost what's happening? Even with Chaz,
because I was gonna say we have to look at also Chaz's overall behavior. Now we about to let him have it on this next part of the reunion. Like, not you calling Vanessa a narcissist.
The next part, I'm definitely gonna talk about it because he I didn't like how he took on that last episode, which I should have took a little clip of that, or at least
with that damn
when he talked to Vanessa and gave her that little wilted rose, and that was real disrespectful.
It was.
It was really disrespectful. He
was really sitting there planning that.
He's gonna call her a narcissist on the I saw the trailer for the next episode. He calls her a narcissist. How is she a narcissist?
Right. If she is, he's not making
and I'm not capping for always for women. I'm not one of those just always put the cape on for the women. I'll champion for the men if it's the right thing. But in this case, where was she the narcissist? Yeah. She was saying
put the cape on for the women, but he was just wrong in this situation either way.
I mean, I think he was just wrong. He was what he did was he was gaslighting her. He was just being sarcastic and smart. And that I didn't like none of it.
Cause he talked so much shit about her, and then
laid into him. They would have to cut all my stuff I would have said. So we don't know how long they sat out there and what she said. But
he talked so much stuff about her and then introduced her to the brothers. Like, you always had negative things to say about her, and I feel like
he wanted
because he had so many choices. He felt like he wanted her to like chase him and be up his ass and kiss his feet and think he was like the greatest thing since sliced bread. And she was kind of just like she's like a mellow,
She very laid back. I didn't think she had no connections really with anybody on the show.
Just Chaz.
And why is it not okay to self-eliminate yourself? Why do you feel like you got to stay to the end? If I'm not feeling anybody, I'm not going to just. I like when I see other people in the other.
If everybody was self-eliminated, we wouldn't have nobody left.
Right.
Well, that's true. Because we did have people in past seasons who did self-eliminate themselves.
Rashina self-eliminated as well, and I think she took too long to do it. But if everybody jumps up and self-eliminates, we ain't gonna have nobody.
But if it's no connection, you want to do like Tommy and force me to stay and be with these people?
They need some people to say.
I think they need some people. I guess Laylin was the first one to jump up, so they let her go. But after
she said she had a family emergency. We don't know if it's true or not, but she said she had a family
emergency. Was she didn't like none of them, and that's fine.
Exactly.
That's what I think. That's what I really believe.
And when Tommy asked her when she was on that reunion, she's like, "Nah, I'm good. Y'all made y'all connections. Like, I didn't want none of y'all no way."
That's what made me believe it wasn't no family emergency. It wasn't nobody in the hospital or whatever what she said. I don't believe that. I'm not gonna call her a liar. I just think that she's. She just said something to me.
Wrong for leaving. Like, you don't like it with the options available. I mean, but after she left, like everybody else, because Rashina should have been left. Vanessa
Yeah,
could have
well,
been
well,
that.
that was Chaz. That was on Chaz. Chaz was Rashida's the one
Was
with the
he?
blonde hair, right?
Because
Yeah,
she
she was.
admitted that he didn't even call her. So was he leading her on? Not really, because he wasn't
He
even contacting her.
he had about
Chaz
6
just wanted to
connections,
be the
didn't
big man on campus. That was it.
he?
He
Chaz
hardly like
just
none of
knew he
them,
was the finest thing,
right?
so she wouldn't throw herself at him. Was probably what he.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah. If Vanessa is a narcissist, he didn't paint the picture for
Nope.
me. Like if she
No,
is,
We
I
can't
didn't catch it.
tell.
I didn't catch it. I didn't
like,
catch it because I can
and
call a
so he
woman
was
a
trying
narcissist
to
too,
do.
but I did not catch it with.
Yeah, I didn't either.
No,
Mm-mm.
We got
she
more of
was
that
very
vibe with
quiet
him
and
than
laid
her.
back. She was
Right.
very quiet
Even
and
when
laid
he
back.
tried to say she confronted him and all this stuff, and she was so aggressive at the getaway, she
Where
I
said
was
it's
she
know.
aggressive?
she said it was it's 7 p.m. and you didn't talk to me all day. What's the issue? Why didn't you
Okay,
talk to her all
what
day?
about
Closed mouths don't get fed. If you don't
what
say
about
anything, and then you're gonna tell me why didn't I say anything? Well, I did, and you told me I was being aggressive. So there's that.
um what about Vanessa? Why she didn't hook up with Dominic?
I didn't never think that was anything anyway. When that came about, I was like, are they
Because he
making
seems like a
her?
quiet guy and she's a quiet woman. I would have thought maybe
Yeah,
they
He
would have.
tried and he got eliminated. But when I
right.
saw them, I didn't feel anything
No
authentic.
chemistry.
They didn't
And
seem
she
like
didn't have no chemistry with Will, because he seemed like a quiet, laid back guy, and she's quiet, laid
William.
back.
William.
Will Young,
Yeah,
not
she didn't
Will.
like
Will
William.
Young. Okay, all
He
right.
didn't.
Well, I
Remember,
don't know.
William was like, "You ain't
Then she
text
should have
me."
left the show because there was nobody for that. I mean,
Because
Yeah,
William looked like Jeffrey the thing from
that's
Toys
what
R Us.
April
I said,
said.
"Oh
so
Lord,
nasty,
April
so
said
rude.
that. Say he looked like
he's
Jeff
tall. He looks
Jeffrey
like
the
Jeffrey the
giraffe.
giraffe
Jeffrey's draft from
and Forrest Gump."
Toys R Us. Yeah, that's right.
I actually like April, but I thought that was so nasty, so rude.
It was. It was.
I said, "Baby, you
And
was all
he
right when
not.
you said Jeffrey, but then you had to throw Forrest Gump in there. Are you trying to say he looks a
And
little
she said he
slow?
was
What are we
immature.
saying?"
Like,
I think
what?
she was saying he looked a little slow. That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
That's what I
Right.
thought
And if
too.
they
that's the way
asked
I
for first
took it.
impression, she could have been like, he's not my type. Like, there's so many other ways you can say you're not interested without tearing somebody down like that.
Like he's tall and yeah, like just leave it at that.
Hey, what's that one video when they was in jail when it was like you look dusty, your hairline pushed back, your mama don't love you? Like what? You could have just been like, look, no, he's not my type, but he's for somebody. Anything other than that.
I'll
Okay,
pass.
I want to go back to the key thing. With Alonzo giving
Yes.
the key. Okay, on the other season with Joy and Clifton, he gave her a key, and then they still married now, and on Love and Marriage DC.
That was different though. You could tell they like
Yeah.
you could feel the chemistry with them from day one. He was drinking off her drink. Like you could tell there really was chemistry with them too. And I don't even really see it for them, but I could tell they really had real chemistry and a real connection.
Now,
And
how many of these
Alonzo was
people
so
from?
unserious from day one. He was very unserious. So
And after a
I
while,
wouldn't have been
Patrice
given a
didn't like
key.
Patrice didn't like him anymore. So I feel
No,
like
that's why I was surprised she said yes.
right, it was obvious that she
But
didn't
why
like
wouldn't she say yes to Chaz? Why wouldn't she try to
She
get
didn't
with
have
him?
no connection with Chaz.
she had a stronger connection with Alonzo.
Yes.
She did, yeah. Oh, because
She
they
wanted Chaz because Chaz had a house and all the things that she really wanted, but she kept saying she wanted a young dude. So it was like, what is it that you
well,
want?
she said Alonzo was fun and like different experiences. Like, and I guess Chaz is more
And
laid
that's what you
back.
want out of a permanent relationship?
She said Chaz was more
Then
stable.
then just date. You don't need to be talking,
Yeah.
settling down. You just date. It's nothing
I guess
wrong
She
with
didn't need
that.
to come on the show for
There's
that.
no right or wrong in that. It's that like I could just say, I just want somebody to go out and have a good time with. We can go roller
Then she
skating.
didn't need to
We can
come on the
go
show for that. You
skydiving.
can
We
find
just
that
have fun.
anywhere.
I'm not trying to settle down.
If she wants to settle down and you don't like these two, then just say I'm choosing me. Like this ain't it. And all she kept talking about was Chad's house. Like, don't you have a house?
Yeah, I mean, how he gonna
Yes.
have a house? He probably no reason for him to have a house yet.
Right.
I mean,
I didn't think there was a reason
single
for
man, he probably just good with a condo or an apartment or something.
Right, yeah, he's single, no kids. I didn't see anything wrong with him living in an apartment.
No.
He doesn't have. There's no
and
reason.
even we don't know his finances. Maybe he can't afford it. A house.
And right
more
now, the
big
interest rates are
responsibility.
so high, the houses are overpriced. This is not a good time to buy if you don't
Yeah,
need.
and if you don't have, if everybody can't do it. Some people are raising their children in an apartment. I mean, I did. I mean, so I mean,
Gotta do what you
it's
gotta
But
do.
you gotta do
she
what you
said,
gotta
"Well,
do.
I
At least
haven't."
we ain't
She
homeless. We ain't
hasn't.
on the street. So
Right. She said she
I,
hasn't lived in an apartment in 15 years. So why
well,
are you
that's
so
you.
fascinated with Chad's house? If you're in a house, then
Yeah.
why do you care so much
I didn't
Why do
about
you
understand that
care if
part
we have a
either.
house though?
it? Right.
You have a house for you and your family. So why do you care if whether he'll just be
Right.
coming over and hanging out barbecuing with y'all
Yeah.
with the kids and stuff. Why would you care whether he has
If
a
he was
house?
living with his mama, I'd be like, girl,
That's
but
different.
he's
There you
Now,
go.
now we
he's
now
able
we
to
cooking.
pay
Now we
bills.
talking something different. That's
Yeah.
And then
different.
to
And
me, it's like, do you want
you
him to
know,
be in an apartment or
and
do
if you
you
living
want,
with
let's
your
go to like,
mama better be disabled or something where you got to be
right, you
taking
caring for
care of
your
her.
mama. It's my
Yeah,
house.
like she better be sickly,
Yeah.
something like
Or
where
like
you
the one season in Miami when there was some guy that had roommates and everybody was like, oh, what? Why you? I don't want somebody who has
they
roommates
said
either.
she might be
Personally.
renting. That's right.
Could be.
She
Right,
might be renting.
she's right. She's probably renting the house. I'm in the house, but I'm renting the
Oh, so
house.
she looking for a
I was
man who
like,
could put her up in the house, so she
yeah,
can
because
leave
she
her
kept talking
rented
about
house
Chad's
and
house.
move into
Like
his.
the only thing
Okay.
she liked is like I guess this ability she thinks he can provide. She kept saying he has a nice house, and I'm like, his house was nice, but it wasn't. They act like he was living in a mansion. It was like a regular house. Like in
Yeah.
my
They
Yeah,
you can
I
get a
didn't.
like,
house together because like at least
I
like
thought it
when you're
looked like a
dating
townhouse or
somebody,
something. It didn't look that huge to
it
me.
was
I don't
yeah,
know.
it was
I think it was
comfortable.
like a twin. It looked like it was connected to other houses. I
Yeah, it
thought it
was
looked like it was
comfortable.
it was a single family.
No,
Either way,
I thought it was townhouse, but it doesn't even matter.
right? Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just saying, she trying. So she wants somebody who have a home so that she can move her family up and then get out of
right,
renting her
right.
place. So that's what it seemed
And
like.
then
I
we're
mean,
not gonna have issues like we had on
allegedly.
Married to Medicine with Dr. Greg that you moving into somebody else's house. Like you don't want a house like y'all get a house together. You
No,
don't
we
want to
not
start
doing
fresh.
that. No,
Well, we
I'd
don't
rather
we
do
don't
You
that.
care
don't
I'd
want
about
rather
to start
everybody
fresh.
living
I'd
in.
rather stay separate until if
Yeah,
we're
well,
going
that's what
to
I'm
get
saying.
married.
He can stay in the apartment. Y'all could date, and then when you
Yeah.
get to that point,
Until
you
we
could
get
just
and
buy
then
something together.
while we get engaged, then we buying something together, like we get
Yeah,
engaged and we finding something together. That makes sense.
Oh, so you,
Not
I was
yeah.
gonna say, Inga, you would marry somebody, you wouldn't live with them until you married them, but she said engaged. Okay, I was gonna say because I will not marry you if I don't live with you first.
You know,
no. Wait a minute. Hold
we
up.
gotta
Wait a
see how
minute.
you
Wait a
live.
minute. I'm not going to get married and not live together. I mean,
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what you're talking about. No,
yeah, because
no.
I was
Oh,
like, wait a minute,
I believe in living together before you get
no, we
married.
just talking
I
about
got to
buying a
shack a little
house.
bit
We gonna move
first.
into somebody
Yeah,
something. We
right.
gonna
Yeah, we can rent this house. I'll shack with you a little bit, and then I'll see
right,
if I'm gonna buy.
Oh yeah, no,
right.
that yeah. I don't want no. I don't. It's like okay. Since we talking about that, I watch a lot of time I watch HGTV, all them little shows on there about houses and stuff. I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching House Hunters one day. People go around looking for homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple is in the DC area, DMV where I'm at, and so I'm thinking, and I knew some of the little neighborhoods that they was looking at in the
Right.
Maryland area, and I'm like, okay, so they not married, you just girlfriend and boyfriend, but you're buying a home. I'm screaming at my
Absolutely.
TV as the real estate person is taking them around looking at houses. I'm like, they talking about they plan on getting married down the road.
Mm,
No, we're not going. We can rent a home together, stay together for a year, 2 or 3, however long until we build up our credit and our monies and all that, and
mm-hmm.
then get married. Then we buy and purchase a home.
Yeah.
I don't mind living together. Yeah, I think you should live. I think you need to test out the waters before
Mm-hmm.
you get married. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm more liberal on that. I'm not like a
Yeah.
yeah.
If
I'm
we
not.
yeah, we engage.
Well,
By the time we get engaged, we need to be moving in at least a year. I need at least a
yeah,
year.
I was gonna say
I said at
some
least
people do
1
it. I'll
year.
say
You
that
have
some
to
people.
live together at least a
Yeah.
minimum of a year. If it
Mm-hmm.
take 5 years, that's cool too. Whatever how long it take to get y'all money situated and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes things is tore up, you got to get it together. You got to save whatever. But I'm saying I'm not going to buy and purchase. I was screaming at my TV
Yeah, I
watching it,
mean,
and
it's just as hard to get out of a
what if you buy the house and then
house.
they break up and then
Right.
somebody's
It would
responsible?
basically be going through a divorce, trying to like get rid of that asset.
Right.
Separate.
I'm not with
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not with that. No,
Some
no, no.
people do it. I'll just say it.
Yeah,
I
a
didn't
lot
do
of
it, but
people
some
do. They
people
gonna
do it.
purchase a home. No,
Yeah.
I
we're not
just saw
purchasing a
something
home or
on
a car, nothing.
I saw something on Facebook and it was a short and it was like somebody was saying that it was a realtor. She was like, yeah, it was this one couple, they bought a house together, but it was in his name. So I'm like, they didn't buy nothing together. And so then when he kicked her out after 10 years and they had 2 kids together, then he kicked her out and he had her down there as a tenant. So then she had however many, she had 60 days to get out, and she owed money and everything. I
What?
was like, 60 days to get out after 10 years. Why would you just be? See, that's the thing when you like depending on some man, because she was putting money into like renovations and stuff. Like, what are you
No,
doing?
no, no, no. We're not gonna renovate anything. We're gonna rent. We'll rent a home. We'll get the
Right.
little 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom home, little backyard, barbecue. We do all that. We're gonna rent while
Right.
we are working and making sure that this relationship is going to be solid. Then after a little bit of time went by, we say, okay, we're doing this and
Mhm.
this got. Then we get the real estate agent, and then we're gonna get, we'll get married, and then we go get to look for the house. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not rent. I'm not going to buy, and we're not.
Right.
We're not
I'm not
engaged.
buying you. I'm not
We're not
buying
even
somebody.
engaged. No, it's
Right.
not doing
If
that.
you're
I'm not
somebody I'm
doing
not planning on marrying, I'm not buying anything with you.
no,
Mhm.
no. I don't even want to rent with you if I don't
Right.
plan on marrying.
She
If
had
I'm
2
gonna live with
kids.
you,
Like, I
that's
don't
Violation.
even want to have kids with you if I ain't thinking about marrying you. Like, I don't want to do nothing with you really if we ain't thinking about getting married.
well, I wish I had did that, but that was
I
I was
mean,
young and dumb. You live and learn. Now I know a lot.
I
I wish I could
tried.
go back and redo some stuff over, but it is what it is. It's done now.
It wasn't for lack of
Like
trying.
Brandy saying she'll
No,
become a
yeah,
squatter.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no, you tried. It's all you
You
can do is
tried. It didn't work.
the universe know you tried. So
Candy says she's gonna be a squatter. You're not putting her
you
out
said,
after 10
she
years.
gonna
I
be.
hear that.
First of all,
She
you want to
said,
be my boyfriend for 10 years. That's why me
you know
personally, I
something, and
wouldn't
that
date
squatter
years.
thing is real because you can't just throw them out.
Sure can't.
You cannot just
Well,
throw
no, but he
somebody
did
out.
it the
Long as they
legal
get one
way.
piece of
He
mail come
got an
in.
eviction because you gotta legally
You got to
evict
go to
them. And
court.
that's
You
what
got to
he
go to
did.
court, and it
He
can take a long
legally,
time because you know how the courts are backed up. So it
yeah.
might take a while
He
before you can
legally
get them
evicted
out.
her, and that's why they got it. She got 60 days. So he went the legal route.
Yeah, you ain't putting me
Got
out
her
to
into
10
the
years. No, I'll leave on my own, but you're not throwing me out. You
Right.
know?
He went the legal route. And I'm like, why
Mhm.
did you do that with somebody that you still have 2 kids with? You still got to deal with the person. Like, that's just wrong to do somebody like that after a decade.
It's like that with the girl on Love and Hip Hop. Which girl? She was very bought the house on Lazy List Atlanta. They bought the house and broke. Which lady? Which one was that? Because I do watch Love and Hip Hop. Which one? Who was that?
Yeah, you know, watch Ladies Who? Wait a minute. I was like,
Yeah, which love look and which love and hip hop? Atlanta
yeah.
Yeah.
or
It
Miami?
was like that with the girl on Love and Hip Hop. She
Oh,
and her
The
must have
girl
been
in Love and
Atlanta
Hip
because he
Hop
said
was
ladies
on
who
Ladies.
list.
The girl in Love and Hip Hop went on Ladies Who List. I don't really remember Ladies Who List that clear though.
Yeah, me neither.
But I do. I've watched all the old and the new Love and Hip Hop, so I know that.
Well, he said it
I
was
don't.
one. She said she went on the other show, the Ladies Who List show,
Mhm.
and that's what
Yeah.
she
Okay,
was
so what girl from Love and
talking
Hip Hop?
about. Yeah, who?
So yeah, because I'm not sure who it was, but
Wilson broke up.
yeah, I know that. But
Oh, Bambi?
but
No, it couldn't
Bambi
have
and,
been
and
her. He
Scrappy
would
was
have
in that house. They was renting.
He was
That's right.
renting.
They was renting that house.
And
Couldn't
she
have
was
been
living
them.
I'm
with
trying
him
to
and not
think.
paying the
When
rent.
they were married, we talking about people who didn't get married. Got
Yeah,
put
they
out.
were married. And we got kids, yes.
Right, yeah, kids, right, man, kids.
No, you're gonna give me time. Okay, we broke up. You gonna give me time to
Well, clearly, if he
find
went the
another
legal
place.
route, he had time because you had to go
Unless
through
it's
all
a
the
violent
proceedings and then
situation
get the
going
60
on, that's a
days.
different thing.
Right.
But if it
So I
ain't a
know who
violent
JB
situation,
talking about. She's on the current season of Love and Hip Hop, but I don't remember her name. I think it's Amy. Now that I'm thinking about it, Amy something. But I don't
Oh,
remember.
yes.
I remember
Lucci.
they're on this season of Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta.
I don't care for her. I just when I see her, I fast
Amy and
forward
that
through
guy that
her.
she just broke up with him
She's
again.
born. Yeah,
Right.
I fast forward through her scenes.
She's
Like I
born.
could care less about what she got going
I
on.
wasn't really. I didn't keep up with their YouTube channel either, so I don't know
Me
what
either.
the excitement was about them. But
Look, and I was about to say what's the name, but they wasn't married either. That just had the baby.
who?
The one that name she's on Power. Light skin Keisha, who's real name ain't Keisha.
Oh,
Hey,
oops.
I
And
know.
who ain't light skinned?
Hey,
Well,
Tamika. Hey.
well,
I heard that they snuck off and got married.
Oh, okay. They
Mhm.
could have.
Hey, Tamika.
Well,
Who was
I don't
making that
know,
noise?
but
My
I
candle?
don't. These people, it just seemed like season after season after season, ready to love. It's always some
Oh,
stuff, and
yes,
I
that's
know
her.
you
Must
got
be
to have
talking about
some
Amy.
drama, but like I want to see some relationships going on.
Yeah.
So stop with you got to have some drama to keep us interested and
Right.
keep us gossiping. But
Yeah, because I know
sometimes it end
that
up
was
being
the same with Elle. But she said she's looking for only entertainment. Like this is a dating show. Like that's the whole premise of the show. Yeah, we had Mika and Justin, but they was kind of boring. Like I don't know. I need somebody who give me the warm and fuzzies. Like I want to have the
Nika
feels.
and Justin's not giving you the warm and fuzzies.
I mean, they
Mm-mm.
cute, but they don't
That's
really.
because they both so like.
Yeah, this monotone, blah. I don't know. I don't see it lasting. Like I want something that I can believe. Like, oh, this could actually work.
I hope it does. I hate when I hate.
Yeah, they might work, but I don't. I wouldn't remember. Like I wouldn't keep up with them. Like after this, I ain't gonna be.
Yeah.
I want somebody who I'm gonna be thinking about. Like, what happened with that couple? Like they not giving that.
No.
Yeah. No, I don't think I don't know if they're gonna last. We'll see.
That's
I
all right.
mean,
I was looking and say, what does he say on Paid in Full? That's all right. Let them live their nice little boring life. I love that for them.
because we'll
I
see.
love
Because
that for them.
remember them other seasons. What was the lady who was the attorney Simone
Oh
something, whatever her name.
yeah.
And then her and her man was supposed to get married, and he got on one knee on the show and all that, and then that turned out to be a big scandal. It was all on social media about them with their scandal. So
Yeah.
turned out he had all these issues. He had credit issues. He had this and that
Right.
going on.
But the funny thing is, he was doing all this background research on other people. Like the person you need to be doing all this research on is the person you laying next to. You doing research on everybody else.
Rashid and Simone.
Definitely not them because they weren't even together on the show though. They got together after the show. Like I want a couple who got together on the show.
On the show, yeah.
And stayed together.
Yeah, how many people? Okay, from Ready to Love, how many people outside of Clifton and Joy? How many people actually still together to this day? They had to get married, but just still together.
I don't know. We need stats like Love is Blind. Love is Blind gave us stats. I need Ready to Love to give us stats. We have this many couples and this many people are married or
I had to
still
go
together.
back and
Wait, Ready to Love did do something. I think it was last season where they showed couples who were, but a lot of the couples didn't get together on. Like they got together. It was people cross seasons and
some that did happen. People cross seasons.
Yeah,
like one lady did. One lady from one season married a guy from another. Yeah, so they did do that. Yeah. But not too many stayed on this from the same.
Yeah, I forgot about Camille and Cornelia. See, they didn't really.
Hey, she said corny. They still together. Did they get married?
No, I think they engaged.
Oh, engaged. They still.
Is that the Cornelius that was just on Love and Marriage DC?
Oh, I don't watch that show.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what's going on there.
At Joy's party.
Well, I gotta watch the new episode.
I think they were on the same season.
I gotta watch the new episode. I ain't looked at it. I know you did your review.
I think it's only two.
I said I ain't gonna watch your review until I watch the episode. So
it was Reva and I can't remember his name, but they broke up on they weren't together. She left the show early and self-eliminated. Then you ain't see that episode, Kira, but he was with one person. They won a commercial break.
Oh, that was the DC one, right? With Cornelius and Camille.
Yeah,
that was the DC.
And Reva, I want to say that might have been Atlanta. But yeah, he was on one couch and they was talking about their relationship. Commercial break went off and he was on the other couch with somebody else talking about he dating her. And I'm like, that's a mess. I don't know if I can count them.
Yikes.
That's the only one. Somebody reminded me that one couple from Miami, they about to have a baby, but I can't remember who they are. I think his name.
Look, I don't know none of these people.
Somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I do see a little bit on Instagram or something. If I scroll, I see a little bit.
Yeah, if I see something.
Yeah, but I ain't been doing no stats and seeing who's staying together and something. But they need to give it to us because we need to see. Or maybe do a reunion and bring the people in like they did on like Love is Blind did. They from Miami, Mike and Brandy.
Oh yeah. Oh, because I was saying that one couple they pregnant or something. Mike and Brandy.
Oh, I don't even remember. I remember the Miami episode, a season.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I done forgot a lot of people. So okay, before we get off or whatever, what city should we go to next? We done did Texas. We done did the state of Texas.
You got to get up Texas.
Houston. We did Dallas. Houston, and this Fort Worth. So where we should be going? We did Miami twice. We did DC twice. DC was a disaster.
They going to Philly next.
Oh, that's next. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Right. And I told y'all they came to Philly. I'm gonna apply for the show, so I'm about to put my application in. So
go ahead, Shayna. I'll recap it.
Go ahead. I would definitely be supporting you. We be gonna and we definitely recap it every episode.
That's right. And I'm gonna be like, why you pick Shayna? What
We
are you
ain't
talking
going
about?
to.
At least let me
We
get through
gonna
the
look
mixer so
at
I can
every
say I'm
episode.
a content creator.
And then Shannon gonna
Like,
be
That's
like,
what
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want him
do.
no way. Oh, sorry, girl.
I don't even need to listen 9 to 5, child. It don't matter.
So they're doing Philly. That okay? That's good. We need some other people. I'm surprised they haven't done New York yet, or
They
go
ain't
to
done nothing
California
but Texas hardly.
and then
I
go
know.
to California. Go
Yeah,
like
I think you said they
go
did
to the
Atlanta
Bay
already.
Area or Los Angeles or
I don't care. They went to Arkansas, Milwaukee, or Canada. Just
And
get
I
out of
think they should do some middle of America too. Go to
Yeah.
some places that you know get
yeah, Idaho.
get
I
some
don't care.
regular
Right.
everyday looking people too.
Tommy
Did
is
they
from
do
Texas, but it's enough is enough. Enough.
did they do New Orleans?
I guess
No,
they only was doing make a move there.
they
Oh,
need to
okay.
do that. They
They
need
should
New
do
I
New
Orleans would be
heard
a
they were
Orleans.
good
going to
one.
do a regular love
Chicago,
there, and they
yes,
scrapped.
the Bay. Yeah, go to the Bay Area. Go to like Oakland or something. Go to
There you go.
Chicago. Go to Detroit.
I
And
was
I
gonna say
want to see people that look
California
like
is
regular, smuggler looking people. So I want to see
Brandy, are
some
you in the
plus
Bay
size people
Area?
on there too. The men plus size, the women plus size. Everybody can't have the BBL and all that. That's not
Right.
realistic. I
Yeah.
want to see, I ain't
yeah,
saying
everybody
I
didn't
want
have
you to
one on
be
this.
obese. I mean, but
Right.
just get a curvy plus size woman. They
Yes.
did have a
They
plus size
usually
woman one
have
time,
at least
and they
one
kicked her
plus size.
off real fast. Remember what season
Janelle
was
from
that?
last season was plus
Yes.
size. They usually have a plus size woman. This season they didn't. Oh yeah, I want to see more plus size. I want to see more
Plus,
regular.
and plus size for the men and the woman.
Yeah, I want to see people who work regular jobs. Like I want to
Regular,
see the
regular.
last
Yeah,
year.
everybody don't have to be no
You
lawyer and
said
this,
an
that,
hour
and
and
the
a
third.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it might be hard with like the shooting to have somebody that's like works a 9 to 5. That's probably why they pick entrepreneurs and things like that. But
Right.
I want to see regular people who's regularly walking around.
Me too. That's me
I
too.
agree.
I've been saying that for years. I actually been saying that for years, and I definitely, just like you said, the curvy people, that just
Yes.
whatever,
Different ages. Yeah. Men with kids this time. If you're gonna keep getting
and
single moms,
men with kids, men who've
Yes.
been divorced,
yeah.
and the only thing about when Clifton was on there, he had a 2-year-old.
Yeah. And
He
he
had
had
like
3
three
kids. That
kids.
was a lot. Yeah,
I
that
think
was
he had 3 kids, and the little one was at that
and
time
he
at the
was
show,
married twice. I was like,
and
ooh.
married twice and had a 2-year-old. So I'm like, nah, I'm not ready to deal with no two, because that means you got to deal with the
I
mama
felt like
too.
he was a
It'd be
red
different if
flag.
they 15, 16,
Yeah,
17. You
sounds
might
like
not
it.
really got to deal with them, the mothers. But
He
when they
sounded
Joy
like
older,
like it though.
yeah.
not a 2-year-old, I'm not dealing with the baby mothers and
I
stuff.
didn't think he would want to get married again, but I mean, I was wrong.
And he's the
Nah.
one that wanted the wedding. Wasn't that the
He
whole thing?
wanted a wedding. He wanted a
Yeah.
big wedding. She
Another
didn't want
one.
anything.
Yeah, because
She
third
didn't
time,
want any wedding.
please, who cares?
She didn't want any wedding. And I don't need a wedding. I'm cool with.
Yeah.
JB say you see regular people, they just fluff up. Yeah, probably. That's why Uber driver be sounding like
Yeah, William had 3 kids and 2 wives too, I
Yeah,
think.
well, yeah, he
yeah,
did.
he
And
did.
that's why the women at his mixer was like, hell nah, get him out of
No,
here.
and not only that, the women, he had 3 kids by 3 different women.
No,
Was
it's
it
2 women.
three?
He
He
had
said
2
two.
ex-wives.
I'm about
That's
to say, because
all.
I'm just like, however, I know, and I think somebody in the past seasons did have multiple baby mothers. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, I remember who
In
talking about.
another season, another
It was a
previous
guy who had
season.
like 10 kids and like it was like a
I'm
lot of
not. No, I'm not doing. No, no, no.
Yeah, you don't need to be on a reality show, sir. We good. We
I feel like
good.
Yeah.
two mothers
No.
max. 2 mothers
Mhm.
max. 3 is excessive.
Mm.
No
Now,
shade.
would y'all want to see a little couple on there? Little people?
But now
At
you
least
just found out.
like one little couple or something. You
Oh,
know,
no, I
some
think they
people,
need
Dante.
are attracted to little people. So because they get advertised.
Aesthetically, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say aesthetically, whatever floats your boat. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I just
yeah.
like they should get it should be a
I
show
just
full
want
of
them
that.
to mix it up. I'm just throwing it out there. I just want them to see
Mhm.
them mix up and do something. With
I
something,
just want
something
them. I'm
fresh.
fine with how but they need to change something about the process. Like it's, I don't know. For me, it's the eliminations. It's like
Yes.
they got to change. Like y'all can keep
Okay.
it past
All
some
right. So
past.
so don't
Like I
eliminate
like the 10
right at
and
the
the 10
beginning.
this season,
Yeah, like
Don't
but they
eliminate.
should
Okay.
have eliminated.
So this is what we said. Don't eliminate right at the beginning.
Yes.
right.
Let it marinate for let's get at least 2 episodes before we
At
I
least
say
at
3 or
least.
least.
4.
I say
I
okay.
really didn't want to eliminate to the
Let's say
end,
3 or 4 before we eliminate, right? And then the
yeah,
next thing is get some regular
switch up the
smuggler looking
elimination.
people.
I
You
think
know, we
Tammy
want people.
Brooks
I
did
was
that.
gonna say, and at 3 or 4, we're picking the person that nobody has a connection with. Like, if you have
Yes,
one
that's
connection, gonna
I'm
leave
going
you
with the
alone.
episode third by the third, fourth episode.
Yeah.
Then we
Yeah,
getting rid of
I
them.
agree.
You
Why are
know,
we chastising people for only having one connection? Like the point is, like, why do I? Because now I feel like I gotta have all these connections. I feel like if you talk about these people, you actually need to go because you're not here settling down.
I think that's why, like, a lot of people didn't like Koshia, and LaRon had that whole thing with her. But I think that's why she kind of let him go and was trying to see if she could find some other connections, because she was
Right.
always on the chopping block.
You shouldn't be up for
gotcha.
elimination. If you have someone, you shouldn't be up for elimination because
No,
you pick
Mhm.
like,
somebody. You should
somebody
be
won't you?
walking on the bridge.
Right, right.
Kinda.
No, I mean it's okay to have one connection. You
Right.
know, I
That
think
One
it's
is
shit.
all you
okay.
need.
It's like frowned upon. Like even Alonzo was telling Vanessa, like, "Oh, I'm interested," knowing he knew he was not interested, just to keep his numbers up. Like it was crazy.
Who, LeBron.
Alonzo.
Oh,
Alonzo said
Alonzo.
Alonzo.
that he was up
Oh,
for
okay. Oh,
elimination.
and let me think about LeBron for a minute. I don't think that girl. What's her name? Is it me, Maya? I don't
Maya.
think she had a. I don't think she really was feeling him anyway.
I never did.
Before even
No.
before he acted weird. I'm saying I don't
That
think
was just
nobody.
because of I think she just did that because, again, the numbers game. We were at the end. We were on the trip, and then that whole thing he put out there with William. So she kind of backed off of William,
Yeah.
and then she didn't have
She,
nobody. So she was
I
like, they
wonder
were
why
kind
she
of
didn't
both
have
on an
connections. She's
island.
a beautiful woman. She's
She
sexy
is
looking. Why?
beautiful. She
Why
giving
wouldn't
me
she have?
Taraji vibes.
Yeah. Why wouldn't she
On
have any?
paper, they made sense together, but I
Right.
mean, you could tell she wasn't feeling him or William. She
Nope.
was just
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Nobody seemed like I guess they was
And
feeling
LaRon
her.
had to talk to her because I'm like, all this talk you talking about Koshia, I don't want you coming bothering me. And clearly, you're not over Koshia. But he literally didn't have any connection. So it was like,
It
why are
was kind of
you?
the same thing with
Oh,
Mika too. I laugh. I was kind of glad she stood on business and found Justin, because she was like, I'm not gonna warm up to nobody that I don't want. And I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
say
You can.
that.
That's what I
yeah.
said. Either self-limit
That's how I
yourself
would be too.
or let them kick you off. But however, I'm just
Yep.
not gonna do that. Just be with
Yeah, I
somebody, get the hell
can't.
of being with somebody. I'm not doing that.
I mean,
Yep.
I
She
was
was like,
talking
I'm
to
not changing how I do
Sophie. Yeah, I
things.
can't pretend like I like you if I don't. Like it's just not
Love
going to
that.
even come across.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
getting 11 out of 10 connections.
Yeah, Rhonda's trying to make it say, and she's trying to play the game. Listen, I'm like, look,
Right, right.
it's my
And then
She
time.
was like, I want
yeah,
him, 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 and him.
oh, we what y'all think about that? This not part of the reunion. This was when they was the episode, the barbecue, when LaRon and Maya. LaRon was acting like an ass. Like
Hmm. His
she's like,
feelings
look,
was hurt.
she was self-eliminating herself, and he was like almost begging her to stay. And then even Tommy was like, "You sure, baby girl, ain't nothing you can stay?"
Right.
And I'm like, "No, what? Come on now, I'm not doing it." He was very
Yeah.
childish. They had no
Which I can
connection.
respect it, because if you call me out my name, we're like, and we're just dating, it's
Right. I
no.
just met you.
It's just no.
We don't got enough time in to be cussing each other
But
out
he
yet.
was possessive with Koshia too. So
He was very
But
much
like,
so.
that's just
Yeah,
how you are. Like
he
that's just how you
only got with her because Koshia was gone, and it was
right.
nobody else to
He
get
needed
with.
a
He
match.
needed, yeah, because he didn't want to get kicked off. That's what I'm saying. Do they get more money if they stay longer? I said that. I said that to you when we did the Love Is Blind thing. Because why are you so pressed? Like we
yeah.
not connecting. Bye. I'm gone.
But I think people who remembers people who's gone in the second and third episode. Nobody really. You remember the people who
Yeah.
came in.
No, but
So
LeBron was on there for a minute. And he stood out. We knew who he was.
yeah, he should have been. I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
Now I'm gonna tell you who we didn't remember because we didn't get the chance to know him. I should have got a video of him. I mean, a clip of him with us, Glenn.
Glenn.
Glenn just showed,
Yeah, Glenn.
and I'm like, why did Tommy care so much that this
I
Right.
Glenn
was
dude?
wondering that too. I'm like, do
Like
you
he
know
spent
this
too much
man?
time on that.
Right. And they
Like,
trying
why
to
did he
convince
care so
us.
much?
I feel like Glenn was never going to be there. I don't know. Something about that storyline just didn't seem
He's talking
believable.
about
I'm just
he
here
had a
so I
car
don't get
accident.
fined.
He said he had
Yeah.
a car accident or something.
But then it's
I
like you came, the car turned around. We didn't see nobody in the
No,
car.
it wasn't no car
Like I
accident.
don't think he was ever in that car.
I
In the
think
first.
maybe he had
He wasn't in
anxiety
the
attack
car.
or something.
I can't go
I
back.
personally don't believe he was in the car because they would have shown him. We just seen a car turn around and heard a
You heard
voiceover.
him talking.
Yeah,
that
but
could
they
have
could
been a
have
voiceover.
grabbed that from anywhere. And
That
just,
could have been a voiceover or something. Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
We
But
didn't see him. He didn't. I want to see him saying, "I don't want to do
I
it," and
think he
walk
might
off.
have had like a little anxiety. He didn't want to be on camera. He didn't want to. Maybe that was what it was.
I don't think. I feel like for me, I think, and I think I said on the review. I feel like it was a storyline to make it spicy. Like, oh look, this guy he can't make it. Like So
Mm.
they probably knew they was
They
gonna
used
bring
to be
Justin
kidding.
So
in,
that car accident could be
and
real
that's
because
it.
they can't drive in Dallas. So I don't know. I don't
But he
That
also
that they
said
had
something
on
about
there though. He didn't strike me as a person that was like, oh, I'm so nervous, I'm so anxious. Cause like was it April? Who was the one that said William looked like the giraffe? April?
April.
And she was giving him, he's like, you just give me spirit fingers. And she was like, yeah, I was a cheerleader. He was like, really? I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
And then when he said to Alexis, and she was like, "Well, why did you leave? Why?" And he was
And he
like,
was like,
you too snippy. Goodbye."
your wine is empty. I'm gonna go get you some more. Next.
Mm. He said, y'all
Nobody
really
has-
gonna make me watch this show. I mean, Candy, you should probably start from season 1 if you can
Yes,
find it. If you
Girl,
can
just
find,
watch it and
and then
fast
work your way
forward.
up because each season is different. Of course, different
Yeah.
people, different time.
Season
But
one was way different. I hated that structure.
that was Atlanta, right? The very
Mhm.
first one was Atlanta.
But that one
Yeah.
was like they eliminated all the men. It was down to 3 men, and then all these women were fighting for over the men. And now they still fighting over the
No.
I
now.
remember that. I
but-
remember that. Yeah. And they
But they
had
still
more,
wanted
but
to
they
make
did
it
have more
super
mature
fight.
men on it though, like 50
So
year
what
old
you're
something
saying
men.
is I need to watch
They're still around the
episode
same
from
age
2
range.
on.
Yeah.
I
But
So you're
want to
it's-
saying
see
I
men.
should start at season
I want
2?
to see men of all
Listen.
like I want to see some older men too. You
I
know, I
know. But
want to see
everybody's
some older
saying that,
people.
but then when I be reminding people that Chaz is 47, Lamar was 43, they be like, was they? Like, yeah, the older men that was there, older men from previous seasons who was pushing
So
50
not serious.
it was not.
Well, what
It's
if you
giving
think
old
okay,
man in the club.
yeah,
That's
what if
what it's giving. It's giving the old dude at the club.
yeah, nephew Tommy is the
Yeah.
host.
Mhm.
It's on OWN. It's on OWN. You can probably even find some episodes on YouTube as well. That on their own YouTube
Yeah.
page. Well, what about if they in their 50s, 50 and old, like between 50 and 60?
I
Not
think they
not
should have
old,
a,
not
they
over
Like
not
own
over
Golden
60, but
Bachelor.
like 52, 53. I'm 52, so I want to see some 50-some-year-old men, you know.
I think that should be its own separate season. Like
Yeah.
but the Golden
Oh,
Bachelor.
like the Bachelor did, the
Yeah, but
Golden.
they did it real old. Like they did old season. I wanted to be
Now, I
like,
don't want to see no 55, 57-year-old man with no 25-year-old woman.
30-year-old.
yeah,
Now, see,
Yeah.
that's what I don't want.
yeah. I feel
I
like
Yeah.
want to
50,
Like
see, yeah,
Shannon
you're
said,
right.
you
So
need
maybe us
exclusively to be a
old heads, we
season.
need something just for
yeah.
from 45 to 60, something in that
Right.
range. Yeah.
Because
So
the age
45 to
range for Ready to
55.
Love is really 30 to 50. So then
that's
Okay.
I guess the
that's
spinoff could
true.
be
That's
50 to
true.
like
And it
65.
seems like our Love is Blind is for the 20-some-year-olds, right? 20 and 30,
Yeah,
maybe.
20.
It shouldn't be, but
Most of the
it
dating
may.
shows are like early 30s, late 20s. No, I never seen people with kids. That's why I like Ready to Love because it's like you don't see single parents and divorced people. And now they kind of sprinkle and trying to incorporate it a little bit, but you
Yeah.
don't.
One man said Tommy made a post on Insta asking if there's an interest in a golden Ready to
Golden Ready to
Love.
Love. Yeah. A 45 to
They
Oh,
did
55,
make
I
a
think
I'll
would
watch
be
move.
it.
nice.
Yeah, I'll
They
definitely
did
watch
make a
it.
move.
I don't want, like I said, I don't want to see no man who's 59, 60, and he trying to talk to like a Mika who might be in her 20s or 30 years old. But
Yeah, I think it
no.
should be 50 to like 65.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I
Now,
get
I don't want the old man
yeah.
in the club. I want you like, come on here and be serious. Don't come on
No,
here
we
just to be on
yeah.
TV.
No, yeah. I mean, you can still have fun and date and
Yes.
laugh and go roller skating, all that kind of good
Right.
stuff. But
Yeah.
but
I don't
have
know
some
about roller skating before I
intention
break
on
a
what you're
hip.
trying to do. Yeah. If you want to be married, you don't even
Yes.
have to be married. Just be intentional with a relationship.
Serious. A
Yeah.
serious
Yeah.
relationship.
Because not everybody wants to be married. So let me, but at least be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be playing
And
no
that's
games.
not the
I don't
end
want to
goal
see
of the
you.
And then
show.
they need
Because
to incorporate both. If they're gonna have people who don't want to get married, they just want a relationship. People that want to get married. Don't have like 9 people who want to get married and one person, and then that one person is just isolated. Like sprinkle it up, make it make sense.
isn't
Oh, there
isn't
is? I didn't know that.
golden love is blind? I agree.
I
I
didn't
want to
see a
see
I would
golden
like that.
real serious.
Yeah,
A golden. I can get with that problem.
I never heard.
Because a lot of people
Look,
who
I'm in that golden category. I'm
yeah, because
okay.
they're either
Oh, you not. You in a regular ready to love category.
yeah,
'cause
you in the
it's 30
regular.
Barely.
You ain't
30
even,
to-
you
I
ain't
told you
50
it's 30
yet.
to 50 is the
You
To
age.
ain't
50
years old
barely.
yet.
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah,
You still don't
you
count.
getting close, Miss Kevin. You ain't there yet.
You're not in the age bracket. The age bracket for
You
golden
you
love,
can still go
love
on
is
Ready to Love. You can go on Ready to
Yeah.
Love.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
Because
look what I got. I got
I can
Lamar.
see you
I
self-eliminating
got
yourself though.
Chaz.
I see you self-eliminating yourself, saying, I don't. I got these
Yeah,
kids.
actually,
I ain't having no
I
more
don't see
kids.
one
Now
here.
what's up? You know what I'm saying? And then
Just
if
wait
you
a
ain't
couple
working out,
years for golden.
yeah, I don't see you putting up with the BS from LeBron or Lamar or Chaz even he playing games, or I
There
don't see
was
you playing. I don't see
nobody
you.
this season.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody.
I don't see you staying on there. You probably say, "Look, Tommy, I got to go. My kid,
I
I can't."
think maybe William, and
I will say
then what was the
William
other
maybe.
guys? Jonathan at first seemed like the two most normal, and it's still just, yeah.
Yes, we need men with the
Mm.
Lowrys and the pepper. Something,
He's not all the
we
way
need some
golden.
seasoning. You know, we
See,
don't
that
need.
y'all would have been going on Gold and Ready to Love without me, and I gotta just watch from my TV. But I gotta go on the regular Ready to Love with
You
these
going to?
I can't go on Gold and Ready to Love. I gotta go on the regular ones with Laron's.
Oh no! See, that and I know that ain't gonna work. Because first of all, you got two kids, right? You have two children, and you're more serious, and he's trying to still play games. He go to
Yeah,
a club every night of the week.
As soon as I
That's
heard
why he
that,
tried to
he would
change
have
it
been around
up.
He talking
Hollywood.
about he work from home, so that's why
Hmm.
he wants to get out and
He's
socialize and be
lonely.
around people. I work from home too, but I'm not running
I
around
work from
trying to.
home, and I don't. The thought of going to the club first of all, every
Men,
I've
I was
been
gonna say
past
men
that.
are different though. Men are different than women, and clearly he was just lonely. So that's what
I've
we
gone
resorted
out like
to.
birthday celebrations for my with my
Right.
girlfriends. We gone to the hookah bars and stuff like. But it's usually the girls. We're
every
not out there looking for nobody. We just all dancing
Look,
and
once a week would be too much for me.
once a
So,
week,
you
all
know,
once a
right.
he
week is too
just
much. I'm talking about once a year, somebody's birthday. Say, oh,
Right.
let's
But
get
like I
together.
said, once a month is
Yeah,
excessive. Like,
that's
wow.
I
excessive.
could take once a month. I
No,
think I
he's
think
going
we
out
I think I
every
need
week.
once a month, but like once a
He's
He
week.
didn't say like brunch or something. Like he's talking
no,
about
no,
out
no.
in the
He
middle of the
going to the
night.
club.
Right.
Oh,
Like
okay. And what
He
about when
lonely. He don't want to
um
lay in the bed by himself. He out there in the club.
what
Go to
about him and
sleep.
Maya was he called her a bitch and cursed her out at the club or something apparently. Like
Insecure.
right. Like
she
why are
said
y'all
Because she
going
no,
was in
out
somebody
eating at
else's
the club
face.
anyway?
that's why she self-eliminated herself. She said, no, I'm not putting up with this. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, she did say that.
You did say that, but she switched up. See, the women was switching up a lot, and I ain't like that because
Yeah, she did say she go out a lot. She said that she didn't mind about the going
but
out.
she
It was
said
the
that
disrespect.
after.
It wasn't the going out part that was the issue with her. It
Yeah,
was
because
the
Koshia was
disrespect.
initially
No,
the
she
only one
did
that
say
said
she
she
had
didn't
an issue.
mind.
She did say she had an issue with it at first when they were
Right.
at the lounge. Koshia said, "I don't mind him going. I don't mind him going out." Maya said,
Yeah.
"It's an issue." Then she switched up when she's talking. Every time
Yes.
she talked to men,
Women, women, women. Hold up. You said Maya did not want at first. Initially, she said she don't want a
Right.
man who
now
goes
she
out.
said she didn't like that. She switched up when she started talking to him.
Almost all the women said that.
All the women
Koshia was the
switched
only
up.
one said that she didn't have
Right,
a
but
problem
she
with
was
it.
the only one who was consistent. That's why he
Mhm.
liked
Hmm.
her.
Yep.
Maya
Well, but
switched up.
it seemed like Maya really got upset was when he cursed her out and
Right.
treated her a certain way.
I
But
don't feel like Maya really does go out though. But when she said she was a problem for her, she did say it was a problem. She's like, I don't know how I feel about that. Then when she was talking to his friend, when it was a friend date, she was like, I go out all the time too. So it's like, stop switching up when you're talking to these men. Like, then we can't get mad because you giving mixed signals. So you saying one thing and then you turn around
That's
saying
again trying to play with this numbers game and trying to get more connections. I feel
right,
like that's why we start saying all kinds of stuff.
right. And they
Mhm.
would get rid of that because
Okay,
it's
I might have missed that. Okay, y'all was right. They said she said it in the lounge.
yeah, she
I
Yeah.
guess I missed that comment. I mean, I missed it just, if you
it
turn
was
your
when
head, you
Coach
miss
Yeah,
something.
because we're so close to the end of the season, so you remembering the last thing she
right,
said, but way back when,
right.
Okay, okay.
Koshia was the only one that was on board.
Because Koshia defended him because she said it and Koshia cut her off. Like, no, I don't see a problem with it because for the
Yeah,
right
because
woman,
he doesn't have no kids and and
this is a bunch of BS. Because girl,
yeah,
for the right woman, you would. If you're ready to date, you just gonna stop doing that. If you're ready for something serious, I don't think
right.
you're gonna be out there
He
like that.
just looked goofy to me anyway. It doesn't look like he was ready to settle down and do nothing.
No,
No.
no,
Not
no,
even taking care of a dog. I mean, nothing. He just. Mm-mm.
no. Because
Um,
now he's going around saying, "Oh, well, I'm never gonna go and put myself out there for a woman again." If this little show was enough for you to say that, then you weren't ready anyway. This shouldn't have
He
been
was
enough.
well, we saw he was insecure anyway.
Yeah.
yeah. So he took her pictures down. I'm like, okay, good. Take the pictures down.
Finally,
Okay.
after people nagged him and coerced him to take him down, why I don't know why he put the pictures up. And that's the kind of man you
That's
do not want to be
creepy.
with no petty man who gonna try to expose you
And
later.
and
Like,
yeah, then he gets upset with her because the fact that another man was, I guess, talking to her at the club. She said it was a friend of hers. We didn't see
Yeah,
no
he made it
cameras. We didn't
seem
see what
like
happened. But
right,
yeah,
still,
he made it seem like
he
she was
should be
trying to
cursing her
entertain
out,
it, but
saying cussing out f this and that, calling her bees and stuff. No,
yeah,
you
it's
don't do that.
insecurity.
right.
Mhm.
He didn't
And
want to look like a simp.
I don't know why Maya was taking on
He
the
kept
picture.
talking about, I'm from New Jersey. We don't play that New Jersey. Come on, come on. You from the up top. Come on. What they say? That's
I
how
went
y'all
to
acting
school
for
in
New
New
York and
Jersey.
New
Like,
Jersey.
don't do
Man.
that.
That's how
Don't do
y'all
that.
acting for New York and New Jersey.
New Yorkers be a little rough. New Jersey folks, they're a little rough too. But come on, like I'm a woman. I'm not gonna go out with no man that's gonna talk to me like that. I don't care how you talk to your friends. You're not gonna talk to me like that.
That's right. That's
No.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
even I guess
very
it's
sad.
like he's on a technicality, like, well, I didn't say it to you. Like, well, you said it about me. Like, either way, no.
Tomato, tomato.
And he said he had too much to drink. He was drunk. That's what he said.
Well, it's like you get drunk every night, so this is how
All
you
the
are.
time. 6 days out of the week.
That's probably why it's good he worked from home because he ain't gonna be able to get out the bed and drive to work after he been out the
Yeah.
night before and drinking.
Well, if he
said,
was working from a
Wednesday
location, he
through?
wouldn't.
Did he say Wednesday through Saturday? He goes out
Wednesday through Sunday.
or through Sunday?
That's the whole week. And then I heard at one point he said he meant to say Tuesday through Sunday. Like, only one day.
That's the whole week. That's the whole
He said he
week.
rests on Monday.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
right.
Monday we rest.
Look.
And I'm like, that's not because he made a comment like, oh, because I remember he said he was kind of new to Dallas, and I guess that's how he socializes and meets people. But then Maya was like, I'm a social butterfly. I like to talk to people. And he's like, at the club, like, don't you? You went to the club to meet all your friends in Dallas, but it's a crime.
You can't really talk to nobody in no club. The music is loud. The DJ
he's just
going.
insecure.
You can't really talk to nobody in the club. You can't have a conversation.
The guy she probably seemed like she was going to entertain it. The guy must have been better looking than he was, and that's all it took.
Right.
I really think if he saw somebody he likes talking to anybody, he's gonna feel threatened because he's just jealous.
Right. He's yeah.
Oh,
I bet you this is a pattern. He's done this with other
Yeah.
relationships that he's had.
He needs
all
to
the
grow
girls
up
he's
for
done.
sure.
Yeah. This is a
I feel
pattern.
like he tries to have this facade like he's so hard. Like, no, you're not. You're not. You're trying to.
No, you sensitive. That's why you acting like that.
Right. You're trying to convince yourself at this point because you ain't fooling us.
So what y'all think of the overall reunion part 1 so far? We got a little
cool.
drama.
It was drama.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if we missed anything. I think we got everything.
Yeah. I'm trying to but we're gonna talk. There's more to talk about in the for the next one because we got they're gonna bring up they're gonna bring that up with LeBron, I'm sure. And
I wanted to
and we're gonna talk about Chaz.
Or not Justin, it's Jonathan and Alexis, but I don't know if we're gonna get that.
I was annoyed that they didn't address that during the season.
Oh well, yeah, we don't know if she's coming back in that. So we don't know.
They could address it without her, but they didn't address it during the season. So who knows?
I want to see how she really felt about it now that she's telling her truth.
We can see how she felt about it. She just wanted to.
But she didn't say it to him when she was eliminated.
I know, but anybody looking at her face could see she was uncomfortable.
I'm like,
you know they're gonna talk about Lamar and all this the little crazy stuff he was doing. They got to talk about that.
Lamar needs 2 seconds and that's it.
Yeah, just 2 seconds. Yeah.
But when Glenn was talking to one of them, I think Patricia backstage, I wanted to see what was going on with that since they showed it and then
Glenn. I forgot about this Patricia because like she came and went so fast on the show, so I kind of
didn't give her a chance.
I didn't remember many scenes with her, so. Yeah, that's the only thing about getting eliminated so fast. You
that's what they tried to say.
It was like, what did you eliminate me for? You didn't like my dress? My shoes was a little weird. Like I talked too much. I didn't talk enough. What are we doing here?
Right.
No, we've had some past seasons though. There were some people who was doing too much, the women or the men.
Yeah, but they didn't have nobody to choose because it was 10 and 10. So that was just like the first 10, and they just.
Soon as we meet at the first episode, okay,
there wasn't even 10 people there.
You got to eliminate somebody,
right?
What?
9.
And
that's why I didn't think they were going to eliminate somebody because we were already down Glenn.
Well, no, remember they had 2 separate mixers, so it was like 6 people there. So it wasn't even all the people; it was 2 separate mixers.
I thought it was 9. I thought it was 9, and
no,
then 10
they broke it up. Remember, they had the first week it was Koshia and them and Lauren, and then the second.
Yeah, but I thought it was 10 and 10. It wasn't 10 and 10.
No, because it's 10 and
9 because Glenn didn't show up.
Oh,
so they split it up.
Oh, so it's supposed to be 5.
So it was even less. It's like 5 and 5, and it's like, dang,
that's ridiculous.
And then I don't really care to see if Glenn hook up with somebody and that. Like, who cares?
Right, because he's not here, so I don't know why he bought him out. Really, we didn't.
Me either. And his explanation didn't give me nothing.
He was filling up time. Like, y'all gonna make him speed day. Like,
yeah, he did seem strange. I agree.
Yeah.
He said Glenn is strange. He was getting smart mouth with the ladies and side
Yep,
eyeing the men.
sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He
he can
didn't
go
want to
on.
date.
I'm
They
sure he
just
seemed
made him
like
do
he
it.
liked her. That's why I wanted to see what was
He
going on.
probably signed a contract and he had to show up and all
He's
that. That's
probably in a
fine.
relationship with somebody.
Probably.
And it turns out like it look like Shaz is already in a relationship with somebody.
Oh yeah, I knew. I think
They,
I had
they
told
I saw
somebody
that
before.
on
I
the tip.
already knew that. Yeah,
Yeah, so
because we
they're
were
talking
we
about,
were following each other on his personal Instagram, but child, then he done removed himself. So like I can't see his page anymore. But I saw who he was with, and I was like,
oh, okay. Oh yeah,
she's not
I
a
didn't
beauty.
see
Yeah,
anybody.
she's not.
Oh, she okay, okay, okay.
I wasn't really surprised either. But I'm like, y'all need to stop
No,
going on these black dating shows. No one is listening.
that doesn't
We
surprise.
are
He
not your
probably just wanted
type,
to be. Sometimes people want to become internet stars or TV
right?
reality stars.
But
Yeah,
you
I
got to
think
be
that's
real with yourself. Ready to Love is not that. People don't get all
No,
these followers and stuff
Love
from
is
Ready to Love.
blind.
They
Hmm.
was up
Love
there
is
giving
Blind.
stuff.
They a lot of them they just became reality stars now.
Yeah, that
You
Love
know,
is blind is like the cash
Yeah,
cow.
Love is
Ready
Blind.
Love
If you're
is
on
not.
yeah,
Netflix,
they making money on Love is Blind.
yeah, Love
They
is
on
Blind.
podcasts. They on
If you on The
all kind of.
Bachelor, something like that.
They
Ready
doing
to
other
Love.
shows now. Yeah, so yeah.
Unless you on Love and Marriage Huntsville, then it's not happening. Like you're not getting that large platform. Because Rolonzo was on, I think I didn't finish the interview. I got to finish watching it, but he was on Little Black Book's channel and saying like, "Oh, this happened and that happened, and that's how I got my blue check." Or that argument with Coach Shea, that's how he got the blue check. And I'm like, "Fool! They said Instagram you can buy blue checks now."
I
So
know you can because I was sent
You can
one.
buy them on Twitter.
I was sent a thing about do I want to buy? Yeah, you can.
yeah,
Yeah,
people are you're
yeah.
paying for your blue check. They
I'm not
didn't just
paying for that.
verify
Yeah.
you. He got 1,000
Anybody
subscribers.
can get one now.
He
You
got a
don't have to
thousand
be
followers.
everybody.
That is not.
You
They did
don't
not
have to be Kim Kardashian to get one. Anybody can get any random person can get one
right.
now.
And they
So
are getting them. Like you, come on now. He got
yeah,
a thousand followers. They did not just give you no blue check. You bought it because even Demonte, the one I interviewed, he got one. So it's like clearly, you just going and getting yourself a check. I don't want to hear it.
yeah, we got him on here. He got eliminated right at the beginning. So why is he here? What are we gonna talk about with him? I mean,
Right.
And
what is there to talk about?
Patricia too. The both of them
And
got eliminated
Patricia,
really,
yeah,
really
what is
quick.
there to talk about
Well,
with
the
them?
ladies
Because
ain't buying blue checks though. At least I can give them that. Like,
I'm sure some women out there somewhere, and then maybe I ain't saying this crew of people, but I'm talking about just in
yeah,
general.
pretty
People
like
probably doing it.
oh
That's
yeah,
men
in
and
general,
women.
yeah. But
Yeah.
that's I'm ready to love. Like they got it in their names and in the bio. Like okay, I would put it. I mean, if I was on the show, I put it in the bio too, so you know
Yeah.
where to find me. But I'm not having it in my name. Like okay, ready to love. A lot of people are not watching that
You
show.
don't want like Shayna _ MCD RTL.
Mm. Hey, Moochie. Hey,
Hey.
girl. Yeah, I don't know. They a mess. They a hot mess. But so I don't know what we I guess wait a minute. Don't get me started on the ooh, what happened with him?
Uh-oh.
Why you said don't get her started? Give me the tea. Why
It
don't get her
started
started
money
with him?
before we go.
Yeah, before we because we've been here over 2 hours now. So
Hmm.
yeah, what happened real quick, Rhonda?
Yeah,
What don't get
I
me
guess we just
started on
saying.
him.
I don't know. When I interviewed him, he was a
I
he's a
listened
really
to your interview.
he's a
He
nice.
just talking regular. He didn't,
Every time
you
I
know.
talked
He
to
seemed
people,
chill.
that they were nice, like they were fine. But the only one who was hard headed and stubborn is Laurent. When I talk to him, I'm like, he just as stubborn as he is on the show. Child, you can't. He got to grow up on his own. You can't give him no advice. He just gonna get ready when he's ready.
Yeah, he's not ready. He is not ready. He's not ready to settle down, and it's okay. Say that. I shouldn't have came on this show because it turns out I'm just not ready. That
Yeah.
would be a mature way to say it.
Well,
Realize
Clay
I'm just
did
not
that, and they
ready.
still tore him up.
Who is that? Who they tore?
Clay on Love Is Blind.
Clay.
Oh, Clay.
He was like, don't
Yeah,
care. You shouldn't have came on
but
here.
he could have told her in the living room, sitting at the dining room table, eating a turkey sandwich. He
Well,
had to wait till she
he
got
did
the
actually.
dress on and tell her.
He was telling. See, that's the problem because we just said that earlier. He was telling her though. He said, "I'm not really ready. I don't know if I'm ready to get married." He said it like 100 times. Like the wind was blowing, and he was like, "I don't know. I hope I don't disappoint you. Like, I hope I don't cheat." He said, I'm not really ready. Then he said, I went back and watched the show. Like, I didn't know they was getting married at the end. Like, why did you sign the contract? You don't know what this show is? I don't believe these people at this point when they say they don't know show, like level. Everybody know, even if you don't watch the show, you know what the
I
show
knew
is.
what
We know
Love
the
is
show
Blind
now
was
at this
before I
point.
watched it.
Everybody, I
Now
never
I
watched
understand
it
if it's the
before.
first, like the people who were on like Love is Blind, the people who were on season 1, they
Right.
didn't
Right.
have anything to fall on, so they don't know
Right.
anything. But
Right.
after from seasons 2 through 6, you've
Right.
seen the past episode, so don't
Right.
act like you don't know the concept and what to do.
I was going to say,
You
but you
know,
don't even have to watch it to know the premise of the show. Like the premise of the show is love is blind. You meet somebody you don't see, and the purpose
Yeah.
is to get
You
married.
didn't
So
tell me I never watched the show. I didn't know what it was about. So when you talk to directors and producers and you interviewed and you read the and you filled out the application and you did all those things, like even if they found you in the DM, I think you still had to apply. So you didn't see any, you didn't look it up and say, well, what is this about before I signed up for this? Like nothing. You just went on there
that's
blind.
what he says. He's saying he act like he tried to get out at the
On
last
that
minute, and I was like,
season and ready to look.
oh yeah, like that Indian guy Shake. He was what season was that? Season 2, I think it was.
like 3 somewhere around
He
there.
said he kept worrying about how the woman looked as opposed to learning who she was, her soul, her as a person. He kept worrying about how she looked. You know, he was a mess.
He was
You
horrible.
They be
know,
on the wrong show.
yeah,
Right.
they definitely on the wrong show. They need to go on the Bachelor, Bachelorettes, one of them shows like that.
Anything where you can see the person's face.
Yeah.
Anything
right.
Ready to Love, something where you
Play
It
can see the
wasn't like
person's
he was
face.
fine either. He liked the way her nose was big and stuff. He had a big old
Yeah.
nose. I mean, he wasn't fine himself. They got a lot
It
of
was a
nerve.
self-hate issue because it's like she,
Yes.
I mean,
He
And
didn't
they
want
both
anybody
from
from
the
his
same
own
culture.
culture.
He didn't want nobody from the same culture. He used to date
right.
white
It was
white
some
women.
self-hate. Yeah, it was some self-hate
Mhm.
going on. I mean, Clay, he could have won on what's that Netflix show where they just in the bikini? Too Hot to Handle. He could have won on that show.
There you go. That'd been perfect for him.
What show was that?
Too hot to handle.
Clay should have went on there.
Oh, Too
No
Hot. Okay, I never
expectations.
seen that one. Okay.
It's like
I
I
hope
Did
they
you
don't
watch
have him
the-
on Perfect Match. Let's just let Clay go.
let him go. But I got a feeling
I
we're
don't
gonna
think
see him
he
again.
would.
I got a feeling we're gonna see him again for some reason. I don't know. He didn't say that, but
Mm. Do they
I
have
don't
people that
know.
made it that far on? Oh, they had what's his name? Brett Bertice. They had him on there. He made it all the way
Yes.
to the altar. So
yeah, they also need a psychological thing
And we
on
didn't
these
learn
people, too.
Bartise.
yeah. Well,
Mhm.
Ready to Love because they said they're doing it on other shows, and I feel like they lying.
They need a psychologist to be talking to you before you make sure you're
Yeah, they
not
need
crazy
something.
or something.
But they
They need
No.
something during the
Some
process.
type of therapy. They need a little therapy portion.
Married at First Sight, Love Is Blind. They say they do that.
I don't even care if it's at least 3
They need
episodes of
somebody
sitting with the
on set,
therapist.
like to do it as part of the process. Even if we don't like see it on the TV, like I need them behind the scenes to be getting some work done. Because
Yes, because we seen some people that was kind of cray. I can't think of what season it was, season 3 or something.
every
3
season
or
is somebody
not.
new, I can
Yeah,
tell
it's
you.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
She's
talking about them being pregnant. I forgot they was still together. I forgot about them all together, really.
Yeah, me too. I forgot all about them. I really did. I forgot all about them.
All right, they did so much. Just
yeah. Well, what y'all got coming up? This week. Y'all got anything new coming up this week on y'all channels?
I have to do. Looking at the time, I gotta do Diara from Detroit tonight. I'm gonna do a live. It's probably not gonna be that long on the last episode 5. Last night I just did Love and Marriage DC, and I did Summer House Martha's Vineyard. So more of the same next week. Keep your notifications on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got to do somehow. I did, I just did like a little quick thing talking about it,
that
but
was
I
good.
didn't really do like a boom, So I'll try to get better with that, and it may not be no daggone slides. I'm gonna just sit up here and rant and talk about. So
I didn't think
I don't have a problem with the slides. It just takes time. It takes time. So sometimes I'll have them, sometimes I won't. What you guys Shayna coming up this week?
I know. I didn't think you was gonna do Summer House. I'm gonna do it because I did do one episode, so I'll see.
She did 1 and 2. She did like a little summary of 1 and 2.
I just did a little summary of 1 and 2, real, just a synopsis, pretty much. That's what it was. Show some pictures of the cast and just talk about it a little bit. Brillo said we still cooking. Yeah, we wrapping it down. We wrapping it up.
I know we can talk.
Yeah, we can. I know I can run my mouth and just keep going and talking, but
Yeah.
it's Sunday night. We got things to do. Got to get ready for the new week.
Ready.
So you doing your regular Love and Hip Hop, and you do Love and Hip Hop Miami though, right?
Yeah, I dropped Atlanta. I might last week's episode 11 hip hop. No, yeah, I dropped Atlanta. I'm doing Miami. Miami was good last week, so I'm gonna do that. I did
Did
be in
I see the
yesterday.
Miami one last week? No, I'm behind. I
That
gotta
was
catch. I gotta watch it. I ain't even see the episode.
I was
Yeah.
surprised. I
I don't
did be
think
in
I
Meth
see one.
last night.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do RHOP, Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm gonna finish out the reunions, even though I stopped reviewing the season, but and I'm gonna do Summer House. What else is on? What's is coming on? Yeah, then we'll be
Yeah.
back to Ready to
And you
Love.
got to wrap up. You're ready to
Yeah.
love. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next week. Yeah. This time, this time work for y'all on
Yeah, with me.
the Sunday? If y'all can do.
Yes, I'll be better next week.
Oh, wait a minute.
You was
Sunday.
getting you was fashionably late.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute.
well,
Sunday.
Inga changed it. I don't know if she told you.
She did.
I did. I
Okay.
said because you said you was running a couple. Wait a minute.
Yeah, because it was like 5 to 4. I was like, oh my God.
Oh no! Wait a minute. We got to
Oh,
talk
we got the
behind
thing
the
next
scenes.
Sunday.
I got something next at 4:00. So we can still do Sunday. I just either do before or after something else.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it because it's
Check
fine.
our community tabs. We'll post it there.
Yeah,
There you
we'll
go.
post it there. Yeah, because we got to we can't just start part 1 and not finish up with the rest of it.
There you go.
So
I'll tell you what the rest of
we'll
this
wrap that up. Yeah, we talked about that, Chloe, that they doing Philly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They already taped it.
No, they are casting for it. That's how some of them
casting,
happen.
okay.
Yep, y'all get Shayna in there.
Throw you in there. Yeah.
Then I won't be able to review my own season. Well, I don't. Then again, Vanessa was.
Oh yeah, because you can't talk about it until after it's over.
They've been talking. They Ready to Love is a chatty bunch. They talk all season long.
They do. They actually.
But can you just review it and just not give no behind the scenes tea until after the fact?
I'm gonna talk about myself though. That's kind of weird. Like it's kind of. But Vanessa, I think Vanessa was doing that. And I'm like, how she? Like I'm just gonna be because I just review the show. Like I'm gonna review the show and that ain't.
There goes me. I had that shit on. I had my cute little outfit. We went on this date. It was kind of whack.
Right.
For
now, when they going out to these dinners and stuff, are they really sitting there eating the food? I don't really see nobody picking up no sandwich and eating or nothing. Just
I'm gonna be honest.
the French fries, all the stuff be sitting on the table. I don't see nobody eat.
They jump and believe. I'm gonna get it to go box, but I'm not. You're not catching me on camera eating
shoving and ketchup and mustard coming all out the hamburger, all up in your face.
I'm stuck in my tooth. No, you're not catching me.
That's true, Brandy. She said Dr. Heavenly does it.
That's true. She on Bravo, so they don't care on no own.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
They was doing interviews. Like, what are you interviewing about? And you still I feel like you shouldn't be interviewing until you're off the show at least.
Yes.
Oh, she talks about each episode, right? And wow, they're currently in the season. Yeah, Heavenly tell, and she be spilling the tea and always telling the stuff that's going on before it even happened yet.
So. Yeah, that's why I said I think you did her.
So she needs
then she'd have moved her platform to the Patreon. There, but I'm not paying for not paying for it. So
on the last thing of Carlos, she said daddy don't care. So she might be back by the time next season come back.
Yeah, no. I think she got in trouble because she said something about Dr. G.
Yeah, but she said about him was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. She said she apologized, but it still was. I wouldn't have went there. I wouldn't have said that. Yeah,
it's out there. You can't delete it.
Yeah, you can say a lot of things about Dr. G. And I would probably agree with you the things you would say, but I wouldn't call him that word she called him.
Yeah, that was excessive.
Because the man is still a professional. He's a doctor. Right. He has his own practice.
Right.
You don't want to mess.
He like to rob the cradle a little bit, but he don't really be crazy with it like that.
Right. I don't think he's that. I don't think he's that. No, that was crazy.
At least not to my knowledge.
The young whippersnapper.
I mean, we don't know the man. I'm just saying I wouldn't have said it, even if she knew about it. I wouldn't have said it. Yeah, because especially if you don't have concrete proof to take to the police, then you shouldn't say that. You know,
he literally can just sue her for that.
Defamation. He really could have. He really could. I think the only reason why people have it is because they respect Damon. Everybody loves and respect Damon, Dr. Damon, Dr. Daddy Damon. So I think that's the only reason why they don't really go in too hard on her.
I couldn't have a friendship with him anymore when your wife is just I would just have to cut it all off. It's no way. I wouldn't
He
keep
don't
filming
seem
with
like
her
he
after
really
that.
don't care about none of the people, not even the men. Really, he don't really hang out. He just
Who, Dr. Damon?
yeah, he just seems like he's not really. He just there to support his wife, but he's
Right.
not like
That's
he's
the
not
vibe I
like
get too.
Cecil and Eugene, with
Right.
he's
Yeah.
not involved in no kind of way. He's
I
just
think
there.
he said he's friends with them, but the way they was going back and forth behind the scenes at last reunion, like when they was in that coat closet, I was like, okay, well,
Well,
I was like, I don't know.
that
I
was
feel
a tiny little dressing room. That was for all those men. That was a
Oh,
small little dressing room. Yeah. I don't know.
like
Let me say
you
you
can't sue for
can't
what Dr. Heavenly said
see
about him
reality
off the
TV
season,
shows. It's in the
not on the
Why
TV.
you can't? Why you can't sue?
Yeah, how
If
can
you
you sue? This
calling
was off
me,
of the
if you
show.
say I R
I was
word
gonna
you,
say,
or
as a you can't
I'm a
sue a person.
mess around
Don't
with young
shoot it.
kids.
Sue her personally.
Right. She sued her, and this didn't happen on the show, so it's not
Right.
like it's something that happened
Yeah,
on.
he could, absolutely, he
Yeah,
could,
I would say
because
that.
he
Yeah,
could,
'cause that
if
was
he got
off.
any proof that he lost business from this,
Right. You just it's
It,
defamation of character regardless. Like I don't care if I
right?
didn't lose a single client. The fact that you even said it and you can't say, "Oh, I deleted it, I took it down." It's on the internet. Once they
No, because a lot
on
of
there,
people, a lot of us, we screenshot stuff and we repost it on, and
screen
then it keep go
record. Yep.
on and
right?
on.
People
Because
were
I
doing
saw, even though
commentary.
she said she took it down, I went on Twitter to be nosy, and I found it because someone had took it and
Right.
reposted on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Y'all
she
know I
took
don't
it
even
down, but
get
other,
on
it's
Twitter,
still out
so
there.
and I still saw it.
Yeah,
Sure
yeah, I
don't.
saw it. So that's
Yeah, I still
yeah,
seen it.
she was wrong. She was definitely wrong. I like Heavenly, but
Yeah.
sometimes that she can get
You taking it
reckless.
to hell, so now she go past hell. She go to
Mhm.
another dimension.
I'm gonna go to hell with you too. But you have to start it, and then you
Yeah.
gonna say
Give me a
something.
give me a
Then
reason.
then I can go. I can, I'm not Michelle Obama. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna go to hell with you. I'm going there.
And
So,
to be
but then
honest,
she starts it.
she
She
was more
starts it.
annoyed with Sweet Tea than Dr. G. Dr. G was just not really doing nothing. So
If your issues
Yeah.
with Sweet
he
Tea,
just
you
caught
trying to get at
astray.
Sweet Tea. Maybe she didn't have nothing else to say about Sweet Tea, but that's not how. Like, that's not how you do that.
Yeah, he caught it,
Yeah.
definitely caught astray.
And
He
Sweet
was
Tea
like,
got on my
how did I
nerves,
get
but
in
I think
this?
she's gonna be around. And if she
I
got on
don't
my
want to
nerves in
see
the beginning,
her.
but she sounds like she's gonna be around. And if you're gonna be around, then let's show me some stuff, because you didn't show us nothing besides,
She don't have nothing to show though. Like the
like
whole
what she
part of
got.
her
She said
being there
what
is
she got going on in her life, like what she her job or her
She worked from
family,
home.
or show us
Ain't
something.
ain't nothing exciting going on there. We saw her cooking, but it wasn't the same. Like when Quiet. See, now we become comparing the
No,
Quiet. It
no,
was
no, no. Quad got that with the
Quiet
cooking,
can
yeah.
cook, so it
But
just
the
wasn't.
but I
she
mean, okay,
does
what's
not
going
have
on with
the
her
it
family?
factor, like they
She
said.
got a twin sister. Show us some
Yeah,
other stuff. Did your
they
mother got
don't
some
live. They
drama?
don't
Show us
live
some stuff.
there, so that's hard to
Oh, that's
show.
right. They live in Texas. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
I think if
Yeah,
she
that's
get
like
pregnant, then
she moved to Atlanta just to be with him.
Yeah, if she
if
gets
she gets
pregnant, she'll
pregnant,
have
then that would
something.
be something.
Okay, if she gets
Mhm.
pregnant, yeah. Okay. Well,
I
she
mean,
got to find something going on. I
she
mean,
doesn't bother me, but she need to learn how to read. Like, girl, you're not quick with it. You just blurting out stuff. Like, you got to be quick with the tongue. Like, you need to be good with the comebacks. Like, she can't read. You're not gonna be able to keep up with Heavenly. You're not
no,
gonna. Well, she can't keep up with Simone or Toya. So she definitely can't handle Heavenly. And if
no,
Mariah was
absolutely.
there, Lord have
Mm-mm.
mercy, like she would want to quit. So,
And I don't want to see no more of I mean, I really don't want to see Curtis, but I definitely don't want to see no more, hear about no more DR. Like if you're in the DR, then let's take the cameras and all of us get in the plane and we going to the DR so we can go
You
see
know
what
they're
they're
not
doing.
about to do that because they
I know
ride
they
to
ain't about to
Dr.
do it.
Jackie.
They won't
yeah.
even take them to I don't believe
Because
nothing
really,
he
I feel
said.
like Jackie could go, but I mean, whatever. They're
Jackie
not.
definitely could go because she ain't had nothing to the show.
So,
Yeah,
Jackie
she
can
They'll
definitely
never
go.
get rid of her because she gives like the show legitimacy because she has the celebrity clients and like
clients.
But
Yes,
why don't the
yes.
celebrity
They never
clients?
getting rid of her or getting rid of Simone. And Simone,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, she could not scream up in my ear. You scream at me, I'm gonna scream. Yeah, you're not gonna be screaming. All she do is scream, scream, scream.
she do.
And I mean, daggone poor Cecil. I mean, how you she scream? She probably scream at the dogs, the kids, everybody.
Cecil probably got a little something in his ear. He probably can't hear none of that. He'd be like,
Yeah, Lord.
I feel
"Oh,
like
said
when the
something?"
cameras ain't rolling, she ain't hardly talking to Cecil.
Probably
They
not.
probably sleep in separate bedrooms. Like I don't feel like she even be communicating with
And
Cecil enough.
you know something, and that's another thing too. A lot of time, going back to the Jackie, and same with Cecil and Simone. a lot of times when people been married 25 to 30 something and plus years, it's that doesn't sometimes people just they it's not like no passionate, they not the you know what I'm saying? It's like you just together, like
Yeah, some
you
people.
just together. We not gonna break up. We not getting a divorce, but we just together. You on one end of the house, or you sleep in another bedroom, or you
Curtis in a whole nother house. I think Cecil in another room, but Curtis in another house. And
in a
remember,
whole nother. Yeah,
Simone and Cecil was in different
and
houses.
Jackie and they said that. I just think unless he's gonna show us that you're building. He said he's with this
They
group and
may
they're
have an
building.
arrangement. I don't
He
I think
called
they
it
know.
got an
resorts. I think they having a.
Yeah, I think they got an
I think
arrangement.
at
It's
this
gonna
point it's
cost
just an
Jackie
arranged
so much
marriage.
money to get out of this. But
Yeah, I
it
think
looked
that's all it is.
miserable.
It's like we just together. That's all. It's not.
It would cost Jackie too much. It's not worth it. And
Yeah.
Cecil too, because he's a kept husband. So no.
Yeah, I just think it's like, okay, look, we made an agreement. We I care about you, you care about me, but we gonna live separate lives. You go do your thing, and
Yeah.
he's doing it out the country, so we can't see it.
I don't
Yeah,
even
So
think
because after he had that one slip up, that was like she was like,
I
I
don't
know
think
you won't.
Pierre is in this
yeah,
anymore. I think it's
yeah. So that's
strictly
why he flies back and forth, and then come up with the story about some
right.
building building resorts with a group of builders. You're not a builder. You was a gym teacher.
Right. And you
So
retired.
how did all of a sudden he was retired as a teacher.
Then your
He
dad
he,
He
you
might
talking
be,
he
but
teach
he I think he
basketball and
also
teach
got
gym.
other stuff going
So how
on.
the
So
hell?
he
And
might
you know,
be.
these school teachers don't make no damn money. So how the hell was
right.
you got? Where
It
you
would
getting the?
cost Jackie too much.
Jackie's money.
Let him go.
That's
Right. It
right.
would
That's
cost
right. I
Jackie
don't believe. Yeah,
Jackie's
I don't. And
money.
nobody believes it. And
no.
she just
He
saying
might
what.
have it going on, but I don't believe for a minute that he doesn't have something else. Like you might
Right.
be doing that and also dot dot dot.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's right.
I think
That's
he
right.
shows up when he's supposed to. He only you
He
remind
showed that
he
he
didn't even
probably
film with her till they got to like South
he
Carolina. He was
gives
filming
him an
with Live.
itinerary. This is what we got to do. Show up, fly back, show up for this,
He
show up
was
for this
filming with
event.
the men, but wasn't filming with
Right.
her. Like you
Yep.
can
That's
Only
right.
the confessional.
I think that's what it is. It's just he gives the itinerary. She gives him the
you
itinerary.
didn't
He
even
shows
show up
up.
to a wedding. How you not gonna show me to the wedding, but you was at the bachelor party? Like there is no
Man,
care.
that was crazy too. Yeah, you came in town for the bachelor party, but
Right.
then left and went back to the DR.
Right. It was being handsy at the bachelor party,
You
like
got now
You
always.
know, Curtis want to see somebody shaking something.
if
Mhm.
he was a construction worker or if he had like or he was a realtor, a builder, then that from the get go, I would have said I would believe that. He never was that.
Right.
He never was
We
that.
don't. I
So
was gonna
that's
say
why it
we
doesn't make
honestly don't
I
know
sense.
don't
what that
believe
man
Cecil
does.
either. Cecil said he does
I
real
just knew
estate.
he was a teacher. He
I went
teach
out.
gym, like he was a PE
Yeah,
teacher,
that was a
and he
long
was
time ago. But he's
basketball coach.
retired, so we don't know what he's
He's
been
a
doing.
retired basketball coach
Yeah, we
for
don't know what
high
he's been
school
doing.
basketball at that. So he didn't make no whole bunch of money. I ain't saying he
But
was
we don't
broke
really
and
know nothing
poor.
about Curtis. They don't.
I don't know.
When we
Curtis
know he
gets
has a
no
daughter
energy.
from a previous relationship, or she's an
Yeah.
adult.
When I
You
see
know,
him and Jackie together, they don't look happy like they're a happy loving couple. That's all I need to know. Like I don't see.
yeah, and you
don't
know,
see-
this happens all the time. People need to stop being pretending that everybody is all this goo and love stuff. Sometimes you've been married 25, 30 something, whatever years, and you just together. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's just
And
like we not.
that's my issue with them because it's like they jumped on Phaedra for leaving. Like, oh, well, you're gonna be alone. Like, oh my God, what are you gonna do without a man? Because she don't want that life. Like, I would rather be like Phaedra and be like, look, I'm single and I'm
Yeah.
I want to do. Then they settled, and now they like, oh, I'm
She
in this.
said she might not never get married again. But it's not that doesn't mean you can't have a man just because you don't get
Right.
married.
Right.
You can have a
Exactly.
man and be with that man for
Right.
10, 15 years.
She did it
That doesn't
already.
mean
And she don't want to do it again. They like, how are you going to survive without a man? You're going to be alone. Like you could be with a man and still be alone, like Jackie is.
like Jackie. Yeah,
You
right.
could be more lonely with somebody than you are by yourself.
And you know, Cecil, he just there too.
See, Jackie and Simone have a lot more in common when it comes to their personal lives, and they working. They working. Well, I don't know because Simone don't get no celebrity clients, but they got a lot more in common than we think.
I mean, I don't know if she gets celebrity clients or not. I don't know. I love it.
I'm sure we
We
would
don't
have
see
heard.
him.
We
I
didn't
don't
see
think
it,
Jackie
but
got
we
him
didn't
on.
really see it. But I don't know if she has anybody. I
We
don't
ain't heard
know.
about not a one unless they got some NDA. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I wouldn't want to be on camera with my legs up and you can see my hoo ha and all that talking. And
Yeah.
I
Well, we
mean
done followed Brad and Judy.
but
The
that
whole
was
pregnancy,
I look.
like,
I was done with that. Look, they got their own show. Okay, I was
right.
done with
And
looking
I
at
didn't
them.
want to watch that. Honestly, I didn't. I
No,
stopped
I
caring.
wasn't
I didn't
interested.
watch
No,
the
no, God bless them.
I
I'm
didn't watch
happy,
that
for them, but
either.
I just didn't care. You know.
I don't want to see
I
it.
had enough of them. They was a
I
kind of
can't say nothing. I would try to be a Dr. Simone too. Jackie be working hard as hell. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna come do these hours and I'm gonna go on about my business.
He
Mhm.
so
Huh?
I mean, yeah, Curtis complained he wanted her to get off work early, so now
I
she leave work
know.
every day to and
I
come to
know.
the
Which
Jack.
is why I thought she initially, you're right. I thought initially she had stopped doing that, which is why he was in the DR. And then I'm like, oh, you still got the other lady and you coming home. But
Right. Yeah, because she hired a whole nother doctor.
I still think she worked more than Simone.
Oh, she does, yeah, because she's always on call too, all the time. You
Well, no,
know.
Well,
she
she
hired
working
that
with,
other doctor. So now I got
Yeah.
somebody else on payroll and you in DR. I could have kept doing that. I don't what I need to get. Why am I paying somebody else?
But I think she's okay with that. It's not like
yeah, I think
she's
she is
upset by
too.
that. No,
No,
I
okay.
think she's cool with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't complain. I don't my issues with him. Like, don't complain that your issue is that she's working so much and she's not working that much anymore. Because she even said she has a client that was going into labor and she told the other doctor, like, you're gonna have
I
to
don't
deliver.
think he's complained. Has he complained about it lately though?
He can't complain. He ain't been there.
No, but I think
Not
this is an arrangement. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's an arrangement.
I think this is
there.
after
Yeah.
all the chaos that went down before. I think they finally came to a conclusion. Look, we're
Yeah,
gonna stay
we
together.
gotta come to
It's
some
cheap.
type of
What they say
agreement.
it's cheaper to keep her, cheaper to keep him, and I think it's just an arrangement at this
But I
point.
Yeah,
want I want him to stop complaining about issues that aren't issues. Like, you don't really want her. Like, he complained about her work schedule. She changed it. Now you found a reason to go to DR, and then he's complaining they don't have sex enough. You don't. This ain't that. Like, just be like,
That's
look,
I
you're
mean,
good. Don't
he,
complain and try to like act like, oh,
I
there's nothing.
mean,
he
I
said when he
mean,
come home from the DR, he want to roll over to something. Okay,
nobody want mold anyway. With that big the mold
she like to
almost
climb
covers
that
his whole
tree.
face.
Him and that
So
man and his mole. She want it.
yeah,
She like it.
I think she settled a lot, and now she just like, look, I'm
that's
older
all.
now. Because I
Yeah,
mean, Jackie's like 60. She
she's
said
in
she's
her
not
she's
65.
60. She's 60,
She's
yeah.
60.
So it's like she probably feel like, how am I gonna start over? Jackie looks the best she ever looked. She can start. She looks better now than she did when the show first started. She could
Yeah,
start
no,
over.
I just no, she's not starting all over now at this point. She probably just said,
Yeah,
no, just long
she's probably
it's not like he's probably nasty or anything. She probably said, I'm just deal with this,
I don't
you know?
know. I don't want to completely. No, it's not gonna be like that all the time. But I don't want it to be like completely loveless. Like, he's like absentee. Like, he's not even
Yeah.
not.
Mm-hmm.
Although I feel like they don't want to show a lot of what they have going on. So I mean, we
Trying to
really
say
don't know.
I think she
I
told them
don't feel like
producers,
he's
I'm not going
there,
to show
but
my life.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if I leave, if you make me show my life, I'm leaving. I think she told them.
yeah.
And they don't want her to leave. So
Yeah,
she's
I think
not going to show in her life.
she already took him back and had to deal with that embarrassment and shame. She would look.
yeah.
She's
Oh, I
not
can't.
doing it again. That's what I'm saying. She's not showing any of her life. You're not
She's
gonna see anything about nothing. Only we used to see when her dad was, dying and all that. We saw
we
different
saw
things in
his
her
daughter.
family, but
We
we're not gonna see anything no more now. No.
Yeah, I don't see his daughter. I remember she was saying,
I was gonna say
Only
we
thing you're
get
gonna
to
see
see
is her
Jackie
sitting in her
working.
doctor's office.
Yep, that's it.
but
Yeah.
we learned a lot about her. Like, she moved into a house that he wanted. She wanted a condo. She wanted to adopt a child. He didn't.
Tamika said, I don't know these people, but y'all got me cracking up. Yeah, to me, they just crazy. The reality shows. I know you don't watch
Mhm.
the reality shows,
A
Tamika,
mess.
but they just crazy and you know, they keep us entertained. They keep us
Yeah,
entertained.
not as
You
much as
know.
they used to. I feel like somebody said, I forgot, what were we on? I don't know who.
It's a little more manufactured.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
oh, that definitely is way more manufactured than it
their
used to
needs
be
were
at the beginning of when, yeah.
these people got
Hmm.
to get up off of here. I forgot whose live it was, but whoever said it was right. Like, there should be a time limit for these people. Even Dr. Jackie and Simone, like, get them up off of here. They're up there. We're the OGs. Why
Or
are y'all?
move them to the background. I know they don't want to take a pay cut, but like, you could
Yeah,
do
they
like
could be the friend
a friend
of
of role. That way we
friend
don't have to
of, yeah.
focus on your life and then bring somebody else to the forefront. But
We need a
Right, right.
recast every couple of seasons because it's getting stale.
yeah, it
Yeah, I
is.
agree with that.
We
I
need a
definitely agree with that. I mean, Mariah said that too. This time for a shake up, and she
because
ain't in
sometimes
one
like,
of
people
them.
got show in their lives, there might not even be anything to show. Like, I don't think there's nothing going on. So move on and
No,
recast.
no, it's nothing going
I
on.
didn't think Quad had anything going on interesting for a while, or if she did. I want to see Quad do like a single divorcee show, like with all the divorced women in Atlanta, and they seeing them
I
being
don't know.
single.
Mariah said Quad should have had a spinoff when she got divorced. I agree with
I
that.
was like, no. Then I'm like, Quad has a lot of friends that are like it
Yeah,
girls.
she be hanging with the ATL ladies.
let's see you and the it girls and the divorced
She
women.
do. She with them all the time. She with Rashida and
Yep.
all them girls down there. I see it on social media.
know,
They be having parties and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
So why don't
Living
she
their
just go
best
over there
life.
with them?
Yeah, she can. Yeah, she with all of them. So show
Mhm.
them. Show what you doing with them. She traveling with Portia and them. Show that.
Yeah.
Excuse.
I like to see her. She can be good on Housewives of Atlanta. She can be good on them to stir
We
some
saw
mess.
her on one live because it's like, well, Real Housewives of Atlanta. They all divorced now anyway. Throw her on there. It's
Yeah, it's
divorced,
no housewives on there no more anyway. It's nobody's a housewife.
divorced
So.
Drew or estranged wives of Atlanta. It's estranged Drew.
It's
Estranged.
straight. Girl, trying to get off my live. They said the straight.
Get throw her off on her. She's there right there. She's a divorcee. She's qualified. And let's see them out dating and stuff.
I love to see it. I watch it.
But y'all, it's almost close to 3 hours up in this thing. So
no, I gotta get on it. This is my child.
If you're on here, it's gonna be 3 hours. Because
you know, at least a good 2. I knew we were gonna probably talk at least a good 2 hours. No way. Yeah. At least I figured it'd be a good 2 hours because me and Kira probably was up there 3 and some change.
Yeah,
we was up there 3 and some change.
Like, good Lord, ended.
Said, good Lord, ended.
I've been kind of quiet because I gotta wrap up soon anyway. But yeah, I've been trying to behave.
Not the Indian music. Restaurant. She cut the call.
Look, you said wrap it up. Inga said she gonna wrap it up. Okay?
Yeah, we gonna.
We done said what we was doing on our channels and everything else. Had a whole other conversation.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all my first guest.
Thanks for having us.
Y'all my
thank you for
first.
having us.
Yes, thank y'all. Y'all my first guest.
Yes.
Because I said, I hope I can host that. I've been doing it by myself, but I hopefully, I can. I think I did all right. I think I did okay. So it'll get better as time keep going on. So. Wait a minute, I do want to thank everybody that came through. Whether you watch the show or don't watch the show, just thanks for coming through to support us. Let's see, Tamika, Candy, who else?
A lot of people.
JB, Brandy, Chloe, Brillo stopped by a couple times.
Moochie was in here a quick second.
Moochie, Pink Scorpion, Rhonda. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, so I appreciate
LSW.
Monique, LSW,
Monique 69 ways.
Yeah, 69 ways. Yeah, Monique, 2 Monique 69 way, and then Monique King. Yeah, yes, I did say Brandy. Yeah, so everybody, if I missed anybody, we love you. So we know we love you, and we definitely appreciate it because we all just trying.
That's right.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank the chat for stopping in. And we will see y'all next week. For sure. We just got to figure out the time. So we'll work it out. So y'all take care. Until next time.